like brought his whole thing to the forefront. So now everybody know he's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling Yo's picked up the podcast. We in the building. Is your bizoy Jive English? We in here. Cleveland definitely leaving the motherfucking house.
There we go.
It is what it is. Cleveland Browns, you know what I'm saying? Some hometown love, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want my folks to see me like this. You know what I'm saying? Guess who's in the building, man? It is the illest pit bull in the skirt. That lady. You know what I'm saying? LaShawn in the building. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hello. And your and your boy Shrimp in the building. And that boy Aaron Jenkins.
Right here.
Yeah. And your boy driving this, of course, man. You know what you're supposed to do. Do us like a big kids do. Like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. We about to get right to it. Get out of here, audience. Oh my gosh.
You gonna do the audience like that?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Thank you for the love. Thank you.
Yeah. They gonna be all right. They hang in there with us. You know what I'm saying? Bring all that energy to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all been doing here lately. We about to get it popping. Right on. So check it out. Before we went live. Oh, okay. Before we go live, before we went live, we was having a little conversation. And I just wanted to ask a brother, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna nigga you up just yet. Why do brothers, like, play this game like, let me just say straight out, like, y'all be acting like being faithful is like some impossible task.
I need my homie to hear.
To be, you know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
Well, I don't think it's an impossible task. I think more so it's a thing that a nigga could fall victim to it. So instead, because I don't plan on being a guy who's just unfaithful, but I do know that out here roaming around, them kind of things could happen. And it's not just me saying it's impossible. I'm a product of my environment, because what's around, this is what I'm saying. There's no reason that it's a plethora of 40-year-olds out here trying to smash. You see what I'm saying? So since I'm in Babylon, my nigga, or you know how they say when in Rome, you want to keep what you got under the idea of this shit can't happen. But even as a man, my woman might fuck around and get bent over by a nigga. So I ain't putting, even if she don't want to, it's kind of hard not to even have that shit in your mind with the stuff that go around every day with just the average person. You got to be a hell of a motherfucker to not succumb to this, because it be out here in the game, if you just like a regular guy, you can get some loose vagina just from breathing. Cause like, it's really, and these ain't just bottom tier chicks. I mean, they ain't the best, but they ain't just busted. And they don't mind if you married or got a family, because they done fucked they shit up too. So, nigga, all of it's a smorgasbord of disaster. And unfortunately, we in it. The divorce rate say that, nigga. I ain't making this up. You can literally, let me tell you something what I told a young nigga the other day. He just had a baby, and him and his baby mama going through it. He like 20. I said, luckily for you, you a nigga in Savannah, and you could just find another bitch. Like, that's how easy it is to do this. It's not adequate or the best situation or remedy to go forth, but that's what's happening out here, nigga. It ain't that nigga. Some niggas, like how you say, act like it's impossible to be faithful, but them is horn dogs. I ain't a horn dog. I'm just handsome. That's all I'm guilty of, Jive. I'm just guilty of being handsome and honest. I ain't never tried to just go out my way to fuck nobody. But if it happens, and it might be from me tricking, but that's just how it go, man. Sadly. You didn't like that? That didn't make no sense?
LaShawn, I know you heard some things. What'd you hear?
Basically, that because it lives in my head that she could be getting bent over, I could fuck up every now and again. And because I'm handsome and women they're gonna throw it at me, I might just take it. Because they ain't all bad. You know, they decent looking. And if they cool with it and shit, I might be cool with it too, depending on the day.
That's what I said, but that's not how I said that shit. Like, that's not how it really came off. Like, you made it seem like I just was like a deviant. Like, it's just like, fuck it. Like, I'm a nihilist.
You said.
I mean, you literally said you gotta be.
I thought I was saying with it.
You said the words I said, but like not in the order. Like, it was like shit taken from everything.
We're gonna sum it up. I'm not gonna quote it verbatim, right?
But I mean, it was a flow to it.
You didn't get my rhythm.
Yeah,
It was
you know
a
what I'm saying?
rhythm.
Like,
No.
it was like cause and effect. It wasn't just, oh shit, bitches is out, I should be with them. No, it wasn't that I'm just saying, hey, she can fuck, so I should fuck. I'm saying,
Did I say that though?
I mean, that's what without the context of the other words, yeah.
Is that what you got, John?
I mean, that's what I got from him. I mean, I'm not.
Exactly.
I mean,
Hell no.
Yeah, like, see, I feel like men try to dress it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me soften the punch. The punch is the punch.
Do you think, like, let me ask you this. Do you think a man, like, can be with one woman his whole life? His whole existence?
Not his whole life, absolutely not. But I feel like once you make that commitment, the commitment is a commitment. You can do not fall into the temptation.
But so
if you
my
are
question
already
is,
looking
why you feel like you can't? Like, why? Like, a man can stand by his word and go over to Iraq and stand in front of a bullet. You know what I'm saying? But can't make his way through a club without fucking somebody.
Why
Like,
you can't be disciplined enough to not do that?
Right. It's like,
especially when you're saying that. I mean, she don't.
But I'm not, but talking about, I've never, see, this is also what you're missing. And I also didn't say it. I'm not saying I'm one of them niggas. I'm not thinking that the marriage is like, just, hey, I'm going to only, I never told that to anybody. I never told my wife, hey, I promise I'm only going to fuck you for the rest of my life. I never said those words. And I never implied that.
you don't think getting married implies that?
It's right. Like, it's
the whole
unspoken
point of the marriage. The
level
whole point
of respect. I feel like that's what it should be. Okay, we done messing around. We done playing around in the streets. What's up? You who I see to build with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do everything in my will not to do that, even to get that out of my head, because I found you're something different. At least that's my perspective of it. You're different. Yes, not saying that everybody is perfect, but even with a man, if you keep feeding something that you like about a man, he's going to do more of that.
Because I asked you, can a man only sleep with one woman his whole life?
No.
Do you think a woman can only sleep with one man her whole life?
Her whole life?
Her whole entire existence.
I mean, I can't say that because I've been with more than one man. But I can say with my husband or whatever, I believe it's possible.
Like in the future?
Yeah. Because even in a relationship.
But I'm saying, okay, see, this is the odd shit about this. That, because I know a guy, he's been with a woman for like 5 years. They lived together, right?
Uh-huh.
But he's been married before. Now, them two got into some shit and they said, fuck it, we gone. She went and fucked, gave some pussy up. He went and hula hooped somewhere, swung his hip somewhere. She mad at him, he mad at her. I'm like, but time out. Y'all met from doing this. Like, y'all met each other because y'all stopped fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying? So how can you be with somebody who done been bent over before and think that it doesn't go through their mind or think that they can counterpart from you because they done it before you?
I think that that was so. What I'm saying is this: so are we just talking about marriage, or are we just talking about in a relationship? Because I've been in a relationship for 5 years, and I never stepped out, even when our stuff.
Well,
was
that's
rocky.
easy to do for 5 years.
I mean, but the level of love, I feel like you got mind control. You understand?
Yeah.
It depends on what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all trying to go with this? At least for a man and a woman, I think it's different. My level of respect that I have for my partner, I wasn't going to.
What's up with this partner talk y'all keep talking?
What do you
Every
mean?
time I hear the podcast, it's people saying the word partner. I don't know what that is. You know, that's a gay
he's
man's
my
term.
ex. My ex? What do you want me to say? My ex?
I mean, that probably would be better than partner.
Okay, the level of respect that I had for my ex was in Savannah so small. It was like, no, I'm not even going to give anybody that opportunity to.
What if it was big?
Laugh at in his face. Even if it was big, it's still not. I feel like I want to treat you how I want to be treated. And at the end of the day, I don't want you stepping out on me. So why should I?
Well, I don't
Even
want.
if times get tough, I know that we're human. You know what I'm saying? Yes, temptation is going to always come. But at the end, if y'all trying and y'all working on it, then what's the point of just, let me go. That's not going to make it better.
But I don't think it's temptation either.
Well, what is it?
I think it's just. I mean, it
A
ain't.
desire?
I mean, it ain't a billion people on the earth for no reason. This shit is just some natural things going on. Like people just have sex. Now it should be some parameters and guidelines and some responsibilities.
Definitely boundaries. You could definitely set boundaries.
But that's also what I'm saying. I wouldn't have sex with a woman if she didn't know who I was. So she would have to know I'm married.
So here's my thing.
But that doesn't make it better.
Right. So here's
That's
my
what I'm
thing,
like,
right? And I needed him
Unless
to say
I'm
what he said.
bound to
But I
glad
needed
that
him
you
to
said
say
that.
what he said.
But I don't respect people like that because I feel like, guess what? Bro, you tell me that. Listen, I'm about
Tell
to turn to
who, my
I'm
wife
turn
or
to
the
your
other lady?
therapist. If you and I didn't know because I asked you about wearing your ring and stuff, right?
Yes.
So if I'm, interested, and I don't approach men. But if you tell me, hey, yeah, I'm digging you, I'm feeling I got chemistry, whatever, but I'm married.
I'm not gonna say, but I'm married.
I am married. However the marriage part comes up, right? That's going to shift my whole perspective.
Then a real nigga like myself be like, well, all right, then shit, I'm gonna go holler at or do what I'm
I'm
doing.
gonna speak up for the woman at this point. Like, why you know what I'm saying? You you're representing her, right? Like, come on, go back home to her. Go and do whatever you was thinking about with me. Go ahead and handle that with her.
I'm gonna say,
Y'all go
but
hash
you in
that
the
out.
streets out here with me. We doing street shit.
No, you deserve to still be your own person and go out and have fun just as well as she deserves that. But there should be a level of respect and, okay, I have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I'm spoken for. So therefore, yes, I could talk to people, socialize. But as far as even thinking about going down there, nah.
Do you think that, so when you was with this dude, you never thought of another man? Cap. I'm calling Cap,
okay.
Jai.
But men say that because I feel like it's the way that men think. I have one of my good
But it's not a
homeboys,
problem
right?
to think about another dude.
But I didn't have that desire because I was so head over heels for him. And
how does that work?
Because it just works like I'm a lover girl. We had kids together. What we had already built, I feel like that's way more important than a temporary fuck. What is that?
But that's also what I know that is too.
So me too. So why possibly risk and hurt my person at home for this temporary? And it might not even be good. It might not even be good.
You're right about that.
That's the so why?
It's most
why
definitely
trade
probably
it for
ain't.
sure for unsure? That's how my mind is.
Because the new chick, she gonna sit on your face and do all that nasty shit at first, but
and you don't know what you might go home with. You
a face sitting shit. When a nigga gotta sleep in the bed and don't cuddle and don't just say, man, I hope she don't smell me.
You ignorant. Is this a comedian coming out or is this the husband? Because
I've never cheated on my wife.
Oh, okay.
Well, now when she was my girlfriend, yeah. But I told her too.
Okay.
She asked me.
And she chose to move forward. Then there's nothing I can say about that.
You know what she said?
What?
She was like, have you ever slept with another woman? And I was about to lie. And I was like, hold up. So I caught myself. I said, but if it was, what would happen? She was like, I'd go. And instantly I thought, well, shit. I'd rather she leave now than later.
Right. It's going to hurt more.
Who, her or me?
If she leave later.
No,
you know,
I can't. I can be hurt by my woman leaving, but I'm gonna be hurt more by lying. Like if I sleep with a woman, and I wouldn't tell my wife, but if she asked, I would say, baby, do you really like? Don't
You
ask me
already
nothing.
told. That's already a tell.
Well,
right
well,
there.
then don't ask me a question you don't want me to tell you. The
I
truth
mean,
to.
she asking because more than likely when she asks, she already kind of knows.
Then I'm gonna tell her yes.
Most of the time, we just like, where do you stand at? Are you honest enough to say that?
I ain't gonna lie about nothing.
I mean, and I'm not saying that you're perfect, but I'm not gonna make an excuse.
That is
for it
perfect.
either. What?
To not lie.
No, that's
perfection.
honest.
But that's perfection though.
Okay.
That's the epitome of being perfect. Is to not lie. So if anybody around me, they know what's going on. I'm not like just some fucking freaky motherfucker out here in the streets. I'm a gentleman. Like I'm a hell of a motherfucker. So everybody would want to be around me. I think.
Well, that's cool, and I could say the same, but I know I don't want everybody to be around me. I like to create an aura where it's like, yeah, don't play with her, you know. And I have men tell me that, you got an intimidating, I've been liked you, but I mean the way you carry yourself, good. I do that intentionally.
What does that mean?
You know how you said, they're good looking women and they just easy to,
I didn't say easy though.
Well, it's they willing to.
They're accessible.
And they willing.
They ain't got nothing else to do though. Am I lying?
I don't know.
If you ain't got a man and you a human being, somebody gonna touch the labia. Now we don't know who, but somebody's gonna touch it. So even like, and this go back to me, how
Somebody could be something though.
like what you mean, like that's bestiality.
No, I'm talking about toys, man. Like, come on.
But don't nobody
Really
don't nobody want toys without something controlling the toy. Like you doing it yourself, it's just like jacking off. Like it's the same as getting jerked off, but it's way better from somebody else.
Bria is in the chat. She said,
Bria, please come save me, girl.
I'm like,
Come on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's not perfect. Not doing the deed is the perfect. Not leading into temptation. So here's
But
my
it's
thing.
not
Right.
temptation.
So
though.
here's my thing, though, right? And brothers and dudes, brothers, whatever, all say the same thing, and I find it all to be kind of hilarious, really. This idea that, you're obeying some natural function, and it only makes sense
by succumbing to your flesh.
by doing the thing that comes most natural. Look, there are 99.9% of the things you do during the course of your waking hours has nothing to do with nature.
What you mean?
Toilets don't exist in nature. TVs, telephones, motherfucker. The way you got here is not a natural function. It is not natural to be able to travel 50 miles in an hour as a human.
Okay, with that being said, go ahead.
Wait. So nothing. Your glasses aren't a function of nature, right?
Most definitely.
There's no thing that you do that is a natural function. So then all of a sudden it's. This one thing has to obey nature?
Well, it does.
No.
Like let's look.
That's
but
an excuse.
No, this is the truth, my nigga. There's nothing on earth. Like you got to create glasses out of the ground.
Oh, thank you. Bria said I look good. I appreciate you.
Man, that nigga look like how he always throwing a pair of jeans and now he fly. nigga,
Let that man have his moment.
nigga wore one pair of jeans.
He
Matter
has
of fact,
on brown instead of black.
Matter of fact, give me my motherfucking flowers. I want my shits.
Let me get one of them roses.
Do-ragless Jive in this motherfucker. Jive don't wear a do-rag. One episode, now he handsome. Man, stop it.
Oh, he don't have on a
That's what I'm saying. That's why he talking all this dick slanging ain't nature talk.
No, listen.
No.
Look. I'm not talking down. I'm definitely. I got 4 kids by 3 different women. On paper, I'm a hoe. I get it. It doesn't not be hoe shit because I wanted to participate.
That's
what I'm saying?
I'm saying that
Just
too
like,
though.
Just like it's not sin because I wanted to do it. It's some hoe shit.
But
And it's okay that it's hoe shit if you want to be honest about that, but be honest that it's actually fucked up too. Like in that you had a choice. This isn't like cellular respiration where it doesn't really need you to fucking work. Like, this is like, it was a cognitive choice, right? Like, I saw you, I knew my situation, I knew the promises, even the implications that come with the obligations I had before I got here. Every choice I make after this is a reflection of me.
Yeah.
I made that choice. And if there's nothing natural about, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to say that natural thing, then the natural curve goes into something horrible.
What you mean?
That justifies, like, sexual assault. That justifies rape because it's natural, because it happens.
But time out.
Just because it happens doesn't mean it ought to happen, right?
Yes.
Like, people die of diseases. That we said, that shouldn't fucking happen. We should make a cure for disease.
Yes.
So we don't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah. Niggas had to make laws and things like that. Niggas had to make science and all. Now, you might can get an IVF, but most times kids is made the same way they was made from when they first was being made. Putting penis inside a vagina. Ain't nothing changed about that, bro. That happens everywhere.
You be going from
No, he said nothing. It's not. That is having sex is natural.
I'm not the sex in and of itself, but the way we relate to each other, the relationship. We created the parameters of a relationship, right?
Absolutely.
And we understand what the rules are.
Yeah.
Now, you can't call yourself a stand-up dude. I'm an A1. I'm all this. You A1 to every motherfucker, but to the person that you went before, whoever you believe.
That's why I don't lie to her.
But just because, and I remember.
That's what I was saying when we first walked in here.
But just because, and I've said this to you, and I hope you remember it. Just because you're practicing honesty doesn't mean you're being honorable.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
If the only thing your honesty can do is admit to things, then you're not an honorable man.
Right. What are the changed behaviors? What are they going to do if you know what I'm saying? If you're faced with that again, you're just saying like, I mean.
Let me tell you, the reason I got married wasn't because of like because how he's saying it's not natural and all that, and how you saying like the ring and the marriage symbol, how we was talking earlier. I didn't get married for any of that shit.
Why did you get married?
I got married because new information was given to me in my brain. Just how he say like.
Can you elaborate if you don't mind?
I realized that being married and like having a family and things of that is the only way to build like a community and a structure. And I realized that every day I'm at war with the white boy, and the white boy deliberately said niggas ain't supposed to have a family. So that's why I got married. It wasn't because I was head over heels and infatuated with my woman. I was with her, we was fucking, and we was together, and we told each other truths, and then she got pregnant, and I said no.
Wait, back up.
That sounds like an ego, though.
Back up.
Because the white man said XYZ, I'm gonna go ahead and prove that different. That's not, I'm gonna go ahead and beat the odds.
No, I'm at war. No, this is a war tactic.
Marriage shouldn't be. Oh my God.
Then what should it be?
I mean, it should be whatever you want it to be.
No, I
don't get to live your life. You know what I'm saying? And if those are your standards and your rules for it, and that's why you have to get a relationship that is catered towards you.
You think it's spiritual?
I do.
I think it's spiritual too, but also with that being said, if that's the case and everybody I meet believe that, how I keep meeting chicks that's 40 that's in the streets?
Maybe because it's a war. There is spiritual warfare with certain things, and also sometimes you have people nowadays where they say spirit said this, spirit said that, but there are good and bad spirits. What are you being governed by?
Even with the word governed, how he said in nature, if it was just nature, it'll be sexual assault on like kids, which is true because naturally, if you get a period, you can have a baby, and some dudes might just think biology. But a group of people got together and made laws and said you shouldn't do that. But a group of people also made some laws elsewhere to say you can have more than one woman. And I'm not saying that's what the consensus of people have, because that's just what powerful people have. But just biology say that. Like if it wasn't how he say science and glasses and all, if somebody didn't create birth control or condoms and all, if you have sex, you got the propensity to get somebody pregnant. So also, if I'm having sex with a woman, I'm thinking you could possibly get her pregnant. So she would have to know everything. So that is nature. If sleeping with a woman and getting them pregnant type of thing. The only reason we can say all this other stuff now is because we ain't just have that risk. So Jive can say it ain't nature because he can go smash and don't nobody get pregnant.
So
That makes sense to you?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but here's the thing. That doesn't negate the fact that when you enter into a relationship and you understand the parameters, right?
Yeah.
I don't get to say, well, and we understand that in all other things of life. Like, we can talk about the natural functions of a full night's sleep. But if your job says you got to be there at 7 a.m. and you stayed up till 2, you don't get to go to your job and go, well, I didn't get my REM sleep, so I came in here when it was natural.
Yeah.
No, you understand the consequences of that function. So you either adjust your sleep pattern or you go to work tired.
Yeah.
And that's just what you do. And you don't complain. You don't go to your job. You don't say nothing. You understand the parameters. You understand the rules. You understand the SOP. And you just go. But all of a sudden, when we get in a relationship, everybody's trying to push boundaries and reimagine and go through all this rigmarole about what's natural and what and the functions and going back 5,000 years into the history of the pagan order of the blah, 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 blah,
Romans
blah.
can fuck
and
bitches.
we are in 2026.
Yeah.
Right
that's
here,
people making
right
excuses
now.
for what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people will, this is what I want to do. This is how I choose to live. And I kind of backed off with certain things. It's just like, if that's what your woman allowed, that's what she okay with it. I mean, okay.
Just how you said adjust, that's what I did. I adjusted to what I see happening. I see a lot of guys who say they don't believe what I'm saying. They say, Shrimp, you ain't shit. But they be jacking off.
What's wrong with that?
That's cheating. Because if
okay, he cheating with himself. He's being
What?
being more in touch with himself. If he's jacking off,
Man, you hear this shit,
yes,
man.
because at the end of the day, once you
I don't know
inserting
how that's
another
cheating,
woman,
but yeah.
I don't either. But at the end of the day, because if I'm not here to fulfill your need, I don't need you backed up, but I don't want you running to anybody else neither. And then when you're having sex,
does he
with
watch
people-
porn? This fictitious guy that we saying when he's jacking off?
I don't know. You said he is, so you
Most
tell
guys,
me what
the
he's
porn
doing.
industry booming.
I mean, that's not a lie, though. I mean, it's not a lie.
I don't know. I've never been into it. That's not my thing.
Would you be okay with your dude watching a porno and jerking off?
No.
See what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, I can't control it. It's happened,
Oh.
It's happened.
Let me ask you this.
So how do you feel about that when you know what I'm saying? If in this fictitious situation, how would you feel about it? You have to talk about your past that may or may not have happened.
Walked in on a nigga. What, you watching BBW, nigga? Watch the MILF. This nigga watch the midget fuck a donkey.
I mean, how I feel is, of course, no woman really wants. I mean, unless they're into that, no woman wants that man looking at another woman getting aroused by that. Of course, you're going to feel like that's cheating because once you get that off, then you don't even have the time for your woman because you already pleasured yourself to someone else. And seriously, a lot of, I mean, just like, who was it? Chris Rock said that ruined his marriage.
Jerking off?
Yeah, porn.
Holy fuck.
Get that desire. It's your mindset. And that's all I'm saying. That mindset, your mind is such a powerful thing. You can imagine things, something said this, you come up with ideas, you don't have to do that. I think it's just something that people get used to doing and it's accessible, like you said.
Yeah.
So because they can access it, they do that instead of, all right, shoot, why I can't make a porn in my head about what I did to her the other night? Why do I have to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Because if that's the case, okay, going someplace in your mind to where you have already done this with your woman or however, so you don't have to be fantasizing about somebody else. These women sleeping with so many men and just like you're aroused by that. Like to me,
What the fuck?
That's my mindset. Like
I mean, with your woman, if you meet a woman at this stage in the game, the way you smashing her, another nigga done it too. So y'all both getting aroused by some previous shit.
You have a point there.
So I'm saying all this is
There are
bullshit.
different people, not necessarily, because you have different levels of comfort with certain people. You know what I'm saying? If you and seriously, you have different levels of comfort with certain people can get you to do certain things that other people, they will open your mind to do certain things. You can be so reserved and
Yeah.
be like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. I haven't tried that. I haven't. Then this person create that safe space, and then now, okay, my gosh, I
And you
did
can
not
marry
know.
them and be with them with that with all those experiences. You can marry one person. This is ridiculous.
You not so unless you sitting there reliving all these experiences all the time and you on this high all the time.
I mean, you can't help with ideas. I mean, what memories come in your head.
Yes, you. I mean, you don't have to entertain them. You
don't mean it ain't there.
Yeah, but you don't have to entertain it.
Let me ask you this.
Every thought that comes in your mind is not real. Everything that you
What?
think about yourself is not. You know what I'm saying? You can
I
feel,
get it to an extent.
Yeah, I could feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to die. Is that real? You're not dying, bro. Get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like things
well,
like
yeah.
that. So
I mean, I can smoke a bag of that too. Like you can fight. I do like how you say the mind. All of them are fake thoughts, and you got to fight them off. But you still fighting. You still at war with the thoughts.
But what is worth fighting for? That's what that all.
Everything.
No, it's not. Hell no.
So
Everything
here's the
can't
thing,
have
though.
my
So here's the
attention.
thing, though.
It
So-
can't have my energy.
So you, again, but this kind of spins the drain around the same concept, right? Like you understand what you've agreed to.
Hmm.
You understand, like if you get into a relationship, if you're married or whatever, you understand the agreement you got into.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. All this other stuff, we're imagining all these circumstances that we can weasel out of our understanding. I understand, like, my job. I understand the parameters of my job. I could play around and weasel around some rules, but at some point I'm going to end up at HR.
Yeah.
At some point I'm going to end up out of work.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing around with people's time, people's energy, people's money, and they got a slot. And it's my job to lose. Just like it's your woman to lose.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to play around here and, oh, man.
But what's the nigga she gonna find? She gonna find a nigga that's also lost a chick.
Yeah, but it doesn't
that's not the
matter.
point.
That's not the goal.
That's
to
not the
keep
point.
Finding
Like,
people that's loose.
there is-
Then stick with me then. God damn, stick with a nigga.
Then you
Act
stick
right.
with her.
I am.
What's going
Act right. See, this is the
on?
goofy shit.
No.
Okay, well, you
How was acting right, goofy, bro?
because nigga, that's not acting right. Is what I'm doing. I'm acting all the way in pocket. I'm telling everybody, hey, this is what you with. It's best for you and me to stay together. Cause check this out. If my girl
That's
fuck,
manipulation.
what you mean? If she fuck around and fuck a nigga, I'ma have to sit in deep thought and say, is it really something better? Like if I'm back in the streets, I'm never getting married again. I know it's all bullshit. Just from me talking to niggas.
But here's the thing, though, right? you what they call, these kids call it put up, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, that's sassy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I mean,
You a
little
real
bit.
live nigga. You said like
I respect it, though. I respect it, though. I respect it, though. But that's what the kids say, right? So you
Nigga, get some
are
jeans
okay.
and-
Let me say the man's term. You're spoken for. You out the way. You're supposed to be anyway. So you know what I'm saying. And I gotta say this to Cass. I know Cass are the man. I'm like y'all let this internet and that porn fool y'all into thinking y'all could come back out here like some old nigga that got out of jail and think he gonna hit the block like he used to.
But-
it ain't like that.
But
out
yeah,
here
I
no
know
more.
it ain't. I know the streets ain't shit. I know it ain't nothing but lying, manipulating, people trying to get over on each other, transactional, all that shit.
So if you know that, right?
Yeah.
And you trust that your woman at home, you didn't marry her because you knew that she was out there in the streets
Yeah.
with that, right?
Most definitely.
Why bring that spirit in your house?
I ain't bringing it to the house.
If you're, you don't, okay.
But it's on you.
And you bringing it in the house, and you the leader,
Hold on,
and
but
you the
time
man
out. You say spirit. What spirit are we
of
talking about?
lust.
No, that is bad. But I'm not lustful. I don't even lust after my wife. I'm not a lustful motherfucker. I don't think this is what I'm
You
telling
just
you.
a man.
No, I'm telling you, even if I was to slip into adultery, the woman would have to be in pocket too. Everybody's in pocket. Everything got to be in pocket. So if I'm
you gotta
with a
agree
chick
with this.
and my woman say, I'm gonna say, baby, look, they can damn near talk to each other and it's gonna be cordial. Cause I'm gonna say, hey baby, if this bitch get out of pocket, I'll never speak to her again. Let me tell you, when I was young and I was with my wife before we was married, and I went to a chick house and she was like, I cook, I ain't eating that. My woman cooked. And then she tried to bring up my woman. We ain't talking about her. I'm here to fuck. And that's all that happened. Hey, but check, cause you keep talking spiritual talk, right? What, like, cause niggas say they married under like God and spirit in the Bible, and then you talking about the mind. But Jesus said, if a man even looks at a woman in lust, he committed adultery. So right there, you cheating. If you even think of another woman, you've already cheated.
So then that's your. If you believe in the Bible and all that,
If that right, faiths. It's certain things,
But here's the allegory to it, right? Because what it's teaching you is, and there's another phrase that as a man thinks, so
is he.
So as he does, like you do your mind. Your mind is nothing but the computer that computes the body's functions. So if I'm telling my mind, dang, you know what I really like? I really like a girl with a fat ass. Guess what my eyes are gonna do? They're gonna scan
the perimeter.
They're gonna scan for the function. You know what I'm saying? That's all the mind does. So as you think, so shall you do.
Yeah.
So that if I'm thinking, man, you know what I'm saying? If I get outside and see a bad bitch, my relationship is in trouble. Guess what you are programming yourself for? Like she was saying, it's the power of the mind. You're programming yourself for the downfall of your relationship because you've already put the parameters in the computer.
Yeah,
I agree with all of that, though.
And she could possibly sort.
But Tom, you missing what I'm saying, because I'm agreeing with y'all, as in like that's not the wise thing to do. Because I read the Bible and it says that only brings problems to your doorstep. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to be around no woman unless she's in pocket. All this other stuff is happening because bitches ain't in pocket.
Hey, That's what I respect it. I respect it. Ain't nothing else I can say.
Because let me tell you something. The square dude's definition of cheating is when your woman sleep with another man. If my girl go to church and I say I don't like the pastor, and she keep going, she cheating. If she get a gym membership and like, this is cheating, right? The gym dude can fuck your woman because he done instilled something in her. She done went from big to small.
What he got you thinking about? What she got? She got the rubbing chin face.
I'm just spitting nothing but real shit.
So what do you want to call in, Bria? Hit me up if you want to call in.
You do call in.
Yeah, you can do call in.
Boy asked that yesterday. Oh my gosh, I told him no. I gave him
He don't tell him to come get some smoke. Shit, he over there because he need to join my church. If he up under you believe in woman pastors too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
See what I'm saying, Jai? All this talk about spirituality and shit, and I'm assuming it come from the Bible. A woman.
I never said everything came from the Bible.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Is that?
Yeah, I know women got the short end of the stick. The law made them not vote.
Okay. We got a question. A lady named
I'm listening.
Chat. Let's go.
I can't hear.
Hold on. 1 second. Hold on.
But got a weak speaker.
Hold on.
I don't think he has it on speaker.
There you go.
Yeah, this nigga here, old nigga, do rag off.
I can't. You respect her, which I can't hear too much.
Hold on 1 second. Let me try this again.
Let
me try this again. Hold on.
Sound like she was on my side.
Okay.
No, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna make sure I got this right, because I'm not doing this right.
You got to get it together, Jai.
Hush up.
This nigga said hush up like a school teacher. This nigga like a...
I got too many kids.
Hush that fuss. Talking about you look good, Jai. That nigga don't...
Hello?
Come the comedian, man.
The hateration, holleration in this dancery is real as fuck. Hello?
One pair of jeans.
Hold on. Goodness gracious. Why can't I get this one?
You got to get it together, John.
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear now. There we go.
All
So
right.
it's right. He said that if he tells his wife that I don't like the pastor, and she go, that's considered cheating. Is it the same for her? Can she express that feeling about what you do and you respect her wishes the way you want her to respect yours?
And stay with you.
Yes, ma'am. But then we would have to have a conversation and sit down and see where this is coming from and what it means, and write it down and landscape it and see where it go. That kind of stuff. See,
Wait. So
I
you
respect ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that, like, you know, they human. I do think ladies have got the short end of the stick, like, because, you know, the law was written by men and then they couldn't vote and things like that. And I do believe in, like, an equality, but they do get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is something different about us. Like, because niggas don't get pregnant, but
a man can produce. A man can get 365 women pregnant a year if that's what he chooses.
most definitely.
A woman can only get pregnant one time.
Yeah.
Once a year.
And like how Jive is talking, like, nature, DNA test is something fairly new. So if a woman sleep with 5 dudes, she don't know who the daddy is. If a dude got a harem, and that everybody only fucking him, everybody cool with knowing who the daddy is. So it ain't that much confusion. All I'm trying to do is limit confusion.
This nigga.
I
Boy, this
quit.
nigga tried it.
We gonna have to change the subject. I quit.
Boy,
I throw in the
what?
towel.
I'm gonna keep watching.
okay.
Yeah, all right,
We
Bree.
ain't got nothing to say because
For real?
ain't no way around it.
No.
I just told y'all, like, Jive, check me out.
nah, this nigga really.
Ain't no
fucking
Jive, I
ain't
just
no way
left a
around
baby
it.
shower and everybody knew they wasn't gonna make it. That's what I'm telling you. So, and I sound like
Everybody
parents.
knew what you mean. The couple?
People, they everybody know they ain't gonna
The
make
couple
it.
not gonna make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody know in the society we live in, ain't none of this shit gonna work.
That's a terrible mindset to possess.
I mean, the numbers ain't really great. So
Yeah,
look at
the proof
numbers.
is in the pudding.
The
Yes,
numbers ain't.
but when that's all we looking at, and I feel like that's the
What?
issue. When that's all we looking at is those numbers, and then y'all have to actually look at what media even zones in on. Most of the time, it's not the positive stuff.
You ain't gotta go to this what you do. Me and Jai gonna give you a task. Wherever you live at, knock on every door and see who in that. Why not?
Go ahead. Finish.
Knock on every door, and if it's some kids in here, say where's they daddy, and then if it's 2 kids, ask if they got the same daddy. Then you bring back the data. All you got to do is just look around you. I'm telling you, the fact that you can meet, that there's a smorgasbord, that you can go, you can be a man, and if you ain't fucking, somebody will say, are you even trying? Like, that's how bad it is. I'm not, because I'm agreeing with y'all. Because like I say, the reason I got married, because I looked outside and said, holy fuck, no, that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think that it was, I ain't gonna say meant that I just only have sex with my wife. I want to only have sex with my wife, but I'm not gonna act like I don't think about other women. And I would hope she wouldn't act like she didn't think about, I would hope she wouldn't fuck a nigga, but I would be foolish to think that she's not thought about the other sexual encounter she had with men.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Or when she's out and she would that thought comes, she might not
It
act.
might not even be that thought. Of course, you're going to see attractive people. What you said. I'm just handsome.
I'm a handsome motherfucker.
Right, but you're not the only handsome person. So
Who lied to you?
Just because.
You not looked around?
My nigga said, I'm him. I don't know what the fuck you
In the
talking
flesh,
about.
I just was at the spot. They said, nigga, them some nice Sperry's.
They weren't talking about you. They were talking about your Sperry's, my guy.
I got them on. I'm listening too, though. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't seem to shut the fuck up.
No, so here's the thing, though, right? And what you deal with inside your mind, as far as your past situations and all that other stuff, sure, that's what real life is. You'll reinvestigate your past. we all do that. That's just
I don't
that's a
even
part. That's
think
just a part of
about that,
reassessing
though.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I reassess some things that I go, you know what? I realize how foolish I was in that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can reassess myself so I can become the better person I'm attempting to be. But am I going to be like, yeah, you know what? Every now and again, I may have a stray thought that just happens
remember
to be.
how he did me like that? Nah, it ain't that. That's that. At least for me, that's not why. That ain't work for a reason. What I need to go back and keep digging up that for? What for? Because then that ain't gonna do nothing but spark thoughts. So maybe I should do that. Give that a try. Now I would be honest and say, in a single moment, for real, in a single moment. But when I'm talking about with my partner, when I have somebody else, baby, you trumping all that because the goal is always to get somebody better than what I had. In
Like
the
when you
past.
physically like buy them, or
When I'm with them all together, I feel like that's integrity. You gotta have integrity. Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Even when nobody's watching, when they're not around. If you walking in and you have integrity, why do I need to be sitting there thinking about I'm trying to be more present here. I'm trying to create new memories. I have already created new memories with you. I'm not gonna keep I ain't gonna even lie. Some stuff I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, I'm not going to let that just keep sitting in my
nigga had done
memory
came
bank.
through and then swang his hips right.
Oh my gosh.
You want to remember that? I know.
But the same way you can bury stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things be suppressed and things like that. For me, like I said, I like to take my time before I move on to somebody else, bro. I'm going to sit in it. I'm going to sit by myself. I'm not just jumping. Men and women are totally different. So I'm going to sit with it. Man, yeah, that job hurt. I ain't want to let this go. I ain't want to do that. I'm going to sit with it. You know why? Because I feel like it's not fair to jump to the next man and use you to get over what I had done been through, because this is what I can't get over. So until I'm done, I have this thing where I feel like if you're not done with the first equation, bro, this is simple math. Stop making it.
You ain't never going to be done with the first one, especially if you got kids with them.
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean?
You can't get rid of a person you had kids with.
You can't get rid of them, but you don't have to think about, oh my God. We talking about sex here.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about the sex in the mind and where we going with that.
Well, that's what I'm telling you,
know what
too.
I'm saying?
Like that's
I'm
what
not thinking about what like.
But if you're a new guy with a woman and she's thinking about another man in any capacity, not only if she's not thinking about sex, if she's thinking about him, it's a problem. But especially if he done fucked her.
She could be thinking about, what was I
I'm sorry,
doing?
I shouldn't have said that
What
word.
was I thinking about doing with, what was I even doing compared to, look at what I got. I'm tripping. I was tripping. Dang, look at where I was with that. Oh my gosh. To me, that's where my mindset goes. You know what I'm saying? Why did I even deal with that?
What the
my
dude looking
goodness.
at you, he like, I don't even know what she thinking about. And you
But
going
you shouldn't
through your
even
mind.
be thinking about that.
What?
Be present. Why are you sitting there thinking about it? I wonder if she thinking about that.
Well, I don't do that kind of
You know
stuff. But check this out. Okay,
Like-
do you think? Okay, let me because you was talking about you can be with somebody with kids and not have the thoughts of them. Do you think that the previous relationships don't compound with the new one? And not even that. Do you think this is an adequate way to form a relationship? The way that we do it. Because let me tell you this is what I'm saying. If me and my wife divorce, I'm just buying pussy.
Okay.
I'm just going to be out here. And if I do meet a nice young lady, especially if she got kids, I'm going to say we can't be together and act like we're a family and act like we're doing some traditional marriage stuff. Like I don't have kids and an ex-wife. We can be cordial, smash, probably give you some money, some assistance in just life, and you can do the same for me. But I ain't going to be with you acting like it's some type of fortified.
Now that's fair. That's an understanding. That's fair.
But so I think everybody faking.
Okay,
right now.
Red back in the chat. Yo.
what-
Red said, I've been a baby mama for 14 years. I don't see him and think of our sex. and we
Absolutely
cool.
not. And that's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
even a thought when you're really over someone. It compounds when you use one to get over another.
But that's what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
That's like the square guys reasoning with cheating. The square dude can only think of physical sex.
She said that's what Maxwell was talking about, Pretty Wings, which is a dope analogy, right? I like one of the first lines in the song was like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically, one day you won't even remember me. You know what I'm saying? One day you'll be past me. One day I won't even be a thought.
He was a trick.
No, man. That is a
gigolo.
healthy mindset to you.
To be with a chick and say you're gonna leave me?
No. What he was saying
that-
was the song. Have you heard the song?
Yo, pretty
Have you heard the
He
verses?
probably heard it, but he might not have
You didn't hear
listened
the
to
verses.
the lyrics.
The point of the
Pretty
song
Wings.
is he's part of her past.
Yeah.
He still thinks about her sometimes, but he understands she doesn't.
I thought that was
And it's-
Frank Ocean song.
That
Oh
might have
my
been a Frank Ocean song too. I'm just
I
saying.
be thinking about you.
Oh yeah. I know
Let that man finish. Yeah, you play too much.
Yeah. But and that is a good song, and it is a dope idea. It's kind of a
Yeah,
parallel.
yeah.
But he's like, you know, and he's talking about how he's talking himself through the process of getting over her at the same time. And letting her go is his pride. This, even though I know you're not even thinking about me, I'm still thinking about you, but I'm processing.
She probably
And I'm
thinking about
letting you
him
have
too,
your
though.
wings, which means I'm not trying to hold you back.
Right.
Because of my process. I haven't processed you out, but you gone, and I get that. And go have your wings and,
And
go
spread your wings.
and spread your wings. Go.
And after you fly so high, you can't even see what's down there. no
Yeah,
more.
so it's like, you know, you might not even
remember
remember
my
me, but-
Man,
view.
y'all bullshit. You can't
It's
get
not.
if you got
You-
real ties with somebody that's implemented and cemented on your life. You can't get with a woman that done been with a man for 9 years
Your-
and just
So
think
she in the
done
chat.
with
She
the
said
nigga.
the first line is time. This first line goes. It goes. Time will bring the real end of our trial.
I need some
One day-
A and J. Y'all
One day
talking
there'll be
crazy.
no remnants, no trace, no residual feelings within you.
She wrote that?
No, that's
Oh.
what Maxwell said in the song. man.
I thought she copied and pasted the goddamn song.
No, but I'm telling you what the song says. One day there'll be no remnants, no trace, no residual feelings within you. One day you won't remember me.
Nigga, the kids there. They're tracing.
Yeah, but that
I hate this nigga so much,
we
boy.
yeah. Listen, but we gotta let him have it. That's why I say I quit. Your mindset, what you said is concrete. Your mindset is
It's not
concrete.
concrete.
Yes, it is.
That's why, but okay.
It is
This-
because you're not even trying to understand what somebody else's perspective or even somebody else's experience.
Yeah.
This is something that you have not experienced yet.
Which part?
You're still with your wife, right? You have children with your wife,
Yes.
correct? And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how could you speak on something that you have not experienced?
About having sex with other people?
No, and it being in your mindset and you can't let go because you see the kids, you thinking about the sex. And no, like, to me, no disrespect, that's immature.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. If that's the case, how come when I talk to men or people and they tell me I got 5 kids,
Mm-hmm.
if a man was to just walk in this room and say, hey, and he had 5 kids with him, and he said, I got 5 kids, these are my kids, and he had a woman, you would just assume they had them 5 kids together, right?
Not in this day and
Nah,
age.
nah.
It's
Okay.
2026. Heck no.
Check this out.
Absolutely not.
How come I know plenty guys and I know they stepdaddies? I never asked them. They told me. We just was talking and then they differentiated. Why do they do that?
I mean, it's a rhetorical
What are you
question.
getting
Why?
at? Why?
You're saying that the experience that I have is saying that a woman with kids or a man with kids, the remnants of that don't matter in the new relationship. I'm telling you, when I meet people, I don't know anything about their personal existence until they tell me. Why do people are compelled to tell me, hey, yeah, I got 5 kids, but my nigga, them 3 really mine? Why nigga pull me to the side? Okay, yeah, I told you I got 5, but them other 2, them she had them first she met me. Why do my dad, I'm his only son and his other daughter, why does he tell people this my son, but they know he got other kids who he lived with, and I didn't live with him, but they know them ain't his real kids?
He might be more proud of his seed. That's his seed, but he's still proud of himself as a man for standing up and being a father to somebody else's kid. That it shows character.
What?
What did I say wrong?
Holy fuck, doing what?
What did I say
shows
wrong?
character?
If you're a man and you step in some other children's lives and you stand up and you be a father to them as well.
And say you they dad?
Yes.
Where's the other guy?
What about him? It doesn't matter. When you get to a certain level and you've accepted these kids as being yours, it doesn't matter.
But what if?
That's what I'm
I don't know
saying
if I
to
believe
you.
that.
What
You know
the
I'm saying?
fuck? This is food. This is absolute craziness.
I don't know if I believe with that all the way. Like because like I lived in that, right? So
You was a stepdaddy?
no.
Oh.
No. My father was though. I'm my father's firstborn child. But when he met my mother had my older brother.
Mm-hmm.
He adopted my older brother when he married my mother.
Yeah.
So legally that's his father. Now we know who his actual father is.
Right.
Yeah.
When he became an adult, he found him. We have an amazing.
Who found them? Your brother found them?
Yeah, and we have a fucking fantastic. I'm like, yo, when I go home, that's one of the first places I go. You know, we gotta go see JD, right? Like, and that's his father.
Why you don't call
Yes,
him
my
dad
brother's,
too?
my brother's biological father. But when I met him, he was like, yo, I was telling your brother, look, I can't be your daddy because you already had one of them.
Well, not
You know what I'm saying?
necessarily saying that the father doesn't matter, but what? Okay, have we shifted topics now? Because
No, what I'm trying.
I
what
do
we
think
were
it's
talking about-
honorable what you said.
I'm trying
I
to
do
get
think
to the
it's some
point.
type of.
What I'm trying to say is, my father stepped into that role.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm here is because of him respecting a woman enough to say, that's my child too.
Yeah.
Without the stand to the side. Well, really, this is no.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He didn't
You
do
did,
that.
but how the fuck did we just know what you talking about, Jav?
Because
you didn't tell us.
but look, right? Because you wouldn't know that. Because even if you looked at my brother, you looked at me, and you looked at my other brother, and you looked at my other brother, and then you looked at my sister, we all got the same last name.
Yeah.
Every last one of
he
us.
said he never cheated,
You know what I'm saying?
so I don't know.
So it's like,
What'd he say?
He was saying, do you think about your kids and your wife when you cheat?
I ain't never cheated,
And that's what I was telling him. You
but
said
I
you
probably
never
would.
no, I mean, there are some people who cheat and then have to say something. They're plagued by guilt. I know there was a time when I
Right.
was younger, like when I did, I was out there a little bit. I know when I did confess. Like if you have a soul and you haven't been completely
And you
jaded by
have
this
respect-
situation,
right? You have a conscience.
Yeah, there's a
you
conscience
have
that'll eat
respect
at
for
you.
that. But it will eat at you.
It should, but at the same time, like you really shouldn't be out there. You know what I'm saying? Most people are pretty decent people. We're just in a culture that doesn't celebrate decency.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Everybody finds an excuse. Like if I cheat on her, you know what I'm saying, then I can go, well, she really wasn't as a woman in her divine
Come on.
femininity or whatever the
That's
fuck
what
I can
niggas
say.
is saying?
I can say, yeah, niggas say
All
wild,
kind of
stupid shit.
stuff.
I don't
And
think
then-
I
Well,
said
she should
nothing
have
that
made
wild.
sure she should have did this or she
Yeah,
should have
she
did
wasn't in her
that.
feminine
You know what I'm
space and
What
saying?
if she's
wasn't-
not fucking though?
What if she not? Why is she not?
See, that's that shit I be talking about.
No, but what I'm
Like-
saying is as a woman, it's hard to even get to that point when you don't feel. Men always say they don't feel appreciated. I've heard a lot of men, I don't feel
Man,
appreciated.
them niggas is goofy.
So such and such, such and such. When a woman doesn't feel, when you're not validated, women are emotional beings.
But you can't hit me with the women are different and then go to having these staunch stances like
What stances? If I want to perform for my man and I know that we got this difference in between us and we got some issues and it's all this tension in between us and I'm not really going to perform, I'm not even going to really be here. I don't even want to give it up because guess what?
That's not what I said. You can't say that men and women are different. But then when I talk about like man stuff, you say, "No, what about her? If y'all the same?" You like how I say biology between man and woman is different.
It is.
Okay, so if that's the case, a man smashing a couple chicks is different than a woman
How so?
from biology. Just the fact that that you got a sexual urge and it's for procreation. Because all the other stuff, the pleasure stuff, that's some really pleasure, fucking for pleasure is how you lose your woman. Because in nature, niggas really don't fuck for that long.
But
So-
here's the thing. We are 100,000 years out of the natural man trope, right?
But nigga, no, you don't. You still fuck natural.
No.
Hold on,
Nobody is
let
out
me
here
hear where
fucking
you
for
going.
procreation, right? That's not. We're not
yeah.
in some small band of tribes roving with the damn seasons. Nobody does that.
Well,
right?
if you don't do that, then you have to do
most
some
people
wild shit.
Most people live in civilizations and civilizations have pretty much domesticated everything, nigga. We've domesticated weather, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, all that. So yes, is sex technically for fucking like procreation? Yes, but lungs are also for breathing, and niggas smoke weed. Like,
And
what are
they
you
out of
talking
pocket.
about?
Hold on, tell me, John. So, are you telling me that you have a different anatomy of?
No, that's not about anatomy. It's about understanding the cultural relevance of what we're doing. Like, if we're
Most definitely that.
if we're having sex, most people these days, when I was 14, when I was 15, 16, whatever, when I first started having sex, like, I wasn't thinking about the long-term ramifications of impregnating a female humanoid with the blah, 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 blah. No, I wasn't. Yeah, like, look, I was fucking, all these new hormones and shit was running through my body, and I was searching for validation and all this other kind of shit that was going on. Cultural shit.
But did somebody,
You know what I'm saying?
did somebody tell you, hey, because this is a problem too. Hey, young man, this is what's happening with you. You got a rocket in your pocket, and and nigga,
You gonna be a hell of a goddamn father, boy. I say you
For real, like-
Keep him away from my son.
like, I got some advice for my daughter.
You got a rocket in your pocket. I'm gonna show you how to cock it. Like, what the hell are you talking about, nigga? What
and
the
one
fuck?
shot kill around this motherfucker. Okay, you ain't got. This,
Nigga gonna be
okay,
in the booth with his son. So we about to hit a mixtape. I'm about the birds and the bees, my nigga. I'm about to put
just
you on
saying,
game.
Jai, if the sex, even like as the ancient person, how you saying, right now is worse to live and have sex. To be honest, it probably was better to have sex then. Now you really have to do some wild shit. I don't think people was doing this kind of fucking like eating a bitch out from the back.
But that
Like,
goes back to the porn conversation because we're so overexposed to people who do that shit for a living, and then we
Right.
think I want to do that in real life on some like WWE type shit. Like,
But you can't keep your woman fucking like a caveman, like just coming through and nigga, you got to do some new like this. This is a wild time.
Most of the time, you really just have to stimulate your woman mentally.
Oh, what I do agree with that, like all day.
It ain't necessarily that because once you get her so revved up in her head, yo,
Yeah, you
that's
right
why.
about that,
And
though.
people take that out. People take out foreplay. They just want to get. Nah, dog. That ain't, nah.
Booga booga.
okay, booga booga. All right, so check it out. Two sides of the same coin. We got somebody else. Shadira's in the chat. She said two sides of the same coin. I guess she figures we're arguing the same point from different angles. But she also says so mentally, socially has placed the original feeling of wanting sex for procreation into just desire for the action without the thought of children being born. I don't know if that's the thought of children being born. I don't know if that's a question or a statement.
Can I say to what she's saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my wife is on birth control, right? Mm-hmm. And this might just be a mental thing, how you say. But when she ain't, like the risk of her getting pregnant, that shit is so immaculate. Like having sex and not knowing what could happen, but knowing that I do want to get them pregnant is good. Like having sex for procreation is a good feeling for me. Like I do like fucking to make kids. Even though I don't want to make.
Are you? Or you just like you like having sex to ejaculate in your woman?
Well, that's like heaven on earth.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like
is
dying
you
and
want-
going to hell.
I mean, I feel him on that one. Like
Yeah.
I'm not against procreative sex. Like that's the part I like.
But
Like,
it makes
the
it
point-
magical.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like that just increases the love, though. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that to make kids, and that, I mean, it's just some. I feel like with a woman, if I'm doing that's because I love you. I want more parts of you.
So imagine you with a chick with kids and you think, man, a nigga nutted in her and loved her. My God.
But here's my thing.
God.
But here's my thing. So this is how I can tell you still young and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
See, I didn't want to say
This is how I
that.
can tell you still
It's
young
that
and shit.
30. It's
Right, because you're still in your 20s for real. You niggas still in your. You know what? You know what I got? When I got up here, I'm up here. You know what? You know one question I don't do, and you said it earlier, but I don't ask questions I don't need the answers to.
Yeah.
So I don't need to. I'm not about to ask you how you got bent over
Nigga,
the
you
last.
can see the
I don't need
kid.
to know. I don't need none of that because you definitely don't want to know about You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to ask me about my best moment, and it might not be with you. Don't ask me questions.
Well, you should. You ain't gotta
that's things
ask.
that you don't. That's why I said certain stuff don't matter.
It do matter when a nigga done seized up in the bitch you say you love and you take care of
it doesn't matter. You already did it.
That's just the past.
You already done it, so don't
the
look
Pac
at
man.
that.
Fuck that. Nigga legs done tightened up.
Why are you thinking so vividly about?
Now you feeling intimidated. That's what it sounds like to me.
A nigga done stood square with his shoulders
square. Why? She's there with you.
Man, cause the kids is there saying where daddy at.
What?
Oh, you in a fictitious situation.
No, that's most niggas. Like most niggas. Let me tell you something about these niggas.
Niggas. That's why I like men.
Most men.
Most niggas.
Most these men.
I like men. It's a difference in the mindset.
No, it ain't.
You being a nigga, you being a real nigga.
No, I'm finna tell you something about men. And especially in the southeastern region of the world. Southeastern region of the North American
continent. Damn, yeah.
No.
And then we're gonna shrink it all the way to the southeastern part of Georgia.
To the seaport.
Yeah.
Down by the river.
It's a dude right now on the east side. Him and a woman together. They get into an argument. They break up. He go cross town, get him a chick. She had the same argument with another dude. He just flipped women, but they the same woman. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this stuff that's going around, ain't none of it making sense. And a nigga should have a right and be able to say, look, baby, I ain't finna fuck with you with them kids from the nigga from cross town. Cause he's the same guy as me. He didn't do nothing different as you. Y'all all live the same experience, but for somehow you think you gonna make it with him. And he just argued with a chick 2 years ago about the same thing you argue with the dude. How you gonna leave a dude that cheated on you and you meet a man in the street and he said, well, I'm divorced. Why? Cheated on my wife. Well, you must want giving her what you need. I'm going to give you what she didn't give. And he do the same shit to you. That's what's happening.
I mean, that's people, possibly, but that is people not taking the time to get over certain stuff, not taking the time to heal, just going out. You got that same spirit on you. You got that same thing on you. You got that same unhealed energy. You're finding ways to cope.
There's no healing.
That's just that's what?
You're supposed to get with a woman and say, hey, I'm with you and I love you, but I still love my ex-wife too. Even though we ain't together. I love all y'all.
Well, your mind is... I pray for your wife. She's a strong woman.
That's how I go.
Somebody said he's tripping.
Okay.
Ain't nobody thinking about what another...
All the women in my family done been slapped. No.
Hold on. Go ahead.
When you say he argued with a woman, I'm using his example.
Yeah.
You argue, he had this argument 2 years ago, and that's who he was. The man you was in the past probably was shittier than the husband you are now.
Holy fuck.
You are learning from the past.
Yeah.
You are learning, because guess what? Nobody starts off a top shelf guy, some perfect polished woman, and if you keep worrying about what happened, because if your wife or anybody you date keep looking in the past, you gonna crash.
That's
if you
true.
drive looking in your rearview mirror, you're going to eventually crash because you're not looking at what's forward. So if your whole life you are walking in fear of something that hasn't even happened, or something that you weren't even a part of, you are living in a hell of your own making.
But the rearview mirror is in the car for a reason.
Because that's what your mind is doing. It's a trick of the enemy. If you want to talk about anything,
the Bible, right?
If you're with somebody and you are happy with your wife, why the hell are you sitting here thinking about who she fucked before you?
That's your insecurity.
Because she was another nigga's wife.
No, that's your insecurity speaking. It doesn't matter. If that didn't work with him, that's the insecurity speaking. And yes, we do have the rearview mirror. It's for safety reasons. It's not to stay there. Why the hell the windshield so big? Why is the windshield so big? It's to look around. All right, let me see. I see that's in there.
3 rearview mirrors.
Even the back window big. It's
but you
not
gotta
the
look
mirror.
back to look out that motherfucker
Behind you. Matter of fact, even when driving,
and it gets smaller. It diminishes.
When getting your CDL, they will tell you use your mirrors only for guidance. You're not using your mirrors to drive.
Okay, I like that. You right. So that should be guidance. Okay. I just left a situation with a chick with my kids. She got a new dude. He acting like he ain't gotta have to know dealings with me, but all of that, you don't have to have dealings with the other guy. You do. So,
but that goes with everybody being in pocket. The same way you got your whole ideology of, if I'm gonna cheat with you, you have to be in pocket.
Stop calling
if you're
it
gonna
cheating.
date somebody with kids, then everybody has to be in pocket.
Absolutely.
But that's what I would say. I would tell the kid's mother, hey, I'm not their father. I can do everything for them that I can and be like a manly figure. But see, this new shit where a nigga tell you my real daddy, it's confusing to me. I'm like, nigga, you got a fake dad? How the fuck does a nigga have two dads? So
that's crazy.
It's not confusing.
So we got some more people in the chat. Shadira said, I know that man ain't got gripped up the way I did, and I love you, bitch. Like,
what she say? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. That's a quote from something.
Who on that phone?
And on my phone,
old dude trying to get some game from me.
And she also goes on that's how it was back in the day. Most men never wanted another man to be able to say they had the same woman, let alone have her baby.
Nigga, look, my chick.
This is why This is why a woman's virginity was so highly valued for centuries. And she's saying to what you're saying about worried about all that. Lex is in the building.
Lex in the building.
Lex, girl, get up here.
She said, "You just have a male ego."
No, I think
the term male ego is kind of problematic, but that's a whole different conversation. But the Shadira comes back and says, biblical standards, if she had sex with any man, then that was her husband, because sex consummates the marriage.
Well, I don't know if that's all the way true.
It's a soul tie. That's what I mean. That's what it says.
So stop acting like you don't remember. Stop trying to lie to the new nigga like you ain't fuck with the old nigga the way you trying to convince him that you fuck with him.
Nobody didn't mess with them, but he's not relevant.
He is
relevant.
relevant.
Things don't. It's not. The sex life is not relevant.
The whole
if it's relevant,
interaction.
then yes, he's still my child's father. He is a stand-up guy. He's that, but that's that. You start cutting things off. It's boundaries. The relationship
How you gonna cut off
change.
sex and you got a kid, but you had to have the kid from sex?
I can't do this conversation. We're gonna have to change the subject because you are really giving me a headache.
Who on the phone?
A guy.
Is he simping?
What do you mean?
What is he saying?
Your mindset is in
FaceTiming?
Concrete. No, he not. I'm on live.
But this you said that it's not in concrete because I once thought.
But you're not open to understanding. You like nah. This is what it is. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
You think
First is trying to. I'm hearing it. That's not what I think. I'm hearing what you're saying. And you keep saying every time somebody come back and say something else, you go back to, nah, y'all can't tell me. Nah, y'all can't tell. All right, then you got
check
it.
this out.
There's no need. We just talking in circles.
But I told you that I got married, right? I didn't want to get married. I thought it was goofy. I got married because information.
But that's goofy.
Which part?
To do some goofy shit like that.
What?
I got married because I didn't want to get married. It was goofy. You being goofy? That's being goofy.
No, I'm saying I thought it was goofy until I got new information. So I'm not in concrete about any ideas. Once I learned that this is the best way to go, that's where I went.
Oh, he said you the type that asks, "Am I the best you ever had?"
That's what he said. Who is that?
That's how he feeling. But the way that you're talking, but it's almost like you are talking matter of factly. And I understand what she's saying about the ego. It's kind of egotistical. Like, nah, you can't tell me. That's like when you leave. If I take that out of atmosphere, and I rebuke that, and if you were to leave. Your wife, you will feel your wife, you will be that man that's like, I know ain't nobody gonna ever put that shit down better than me. She gonna always be thinking about me when she with him. That's what you give off. That's your energy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's real big. It's cocky. Like, yeah, nah, you can't tell me, because with you speaking like that, it's kind of saying like, I already know the way that I put it down on her. She
I
gonna
ain't-
always
no.
think
I don't
about
think that's
me.
what he did.
Even
I
even when
ain't-
she
no. I
with
don't
think
that
that's what he
next
did.
dick.
I ain't never
But-
said
but
I
the
was
way
the
that-
best dick slinger. I know I'm like kind of
but
subpar.
it's like she'll
actually,
never forget about me.
She
She's-
can't. I got
she
I
kids
think what
with
he's
her.
doing. I think what he's doing is actually the opposite. I think what the argument is there is somebody before him that he's pretty sure is still up here, and that he'd be foolish to pretend that for her that man is still not in here. And
Why
that,
is he relevant?
Let me ask you this: do you believe like in childhood trauma?
Absolutely.
So how can they remember that? How can you not tell them to? If somebody been touched in a way, do you think, or abandoned, do you think it comes back in their mind?
Every now and again. But once you make peace with it, and I can say that because I am someone that was,
Yeah.
but I've made peace with it.
Do you think about
But
it?
you know, no. It comes up, but I don't think about the details. The details of it. It doesn't.
Are you thinking about the
trigger-
details
so
now?
so 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 no. So
It
let me ask
doesn't
this
trigger
question. Let me ask this
anything in
question. So we've all had sexual. I want to come out of that. Just back.
But I mean, because
Why? The
I get it.
podcast.
I'm okay to
like,
talk
when
about it.
that we all have sexual history, right?
Right.
Like I saw somebody today that I've had a past with.
Uh-huh.
I didn't delve into the information. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right. So it was just like, that's a thing that happened, but you know, we're also here right now.
Right. Where you at now? What's
Right,
going on?
No, but I never took that away. I never took that part away though.
But if I'm with my woman, let's just say I'm with whoever I'm with, and then I see this person, she's a non-figure. Whatever happened 12,
For
13,
real.
14 years ago, and I met you 2 years ago, you're a decade removed from that information. Why? If
Like we have
I'm
to have
still
refresher
mulling,
courses, you're not thinking about it.
yeah, if I'm still mulling over the idea, like, oh my God, I wonder if she's still thinking about the last time we had sex.
But that's not how I'm thinking at all. I'm just saying like how you say I know people fuck. I'm a grown ass man. That's what happens.
So
But
let me ask you this question. Do you or have you ever found yourself rewinding the tape and really like delving into those moments, or do you kind of like live
not for no pleasure shit. Okay, but I did a show one day for a family reunion, and a chick I used to deal with was on the front row. When I seen her, I remembered our dealings. It's not like I wanted to be with her, but when I seen her, hey, we know each other from that.
That's exactly what I
But
said.
even
right?
like I'm saying it now, I remember. I'm thinking about.
But are you
okay,
thinking
she
about-
stayed on the west side. I used to go over there at this time.
But
of
are
night.
you thinking about like all of the intricate
No.
details?
Right, the details.
This is what I'm saying. So can it stand the reason that your woman can go, I remember something.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to dig into the details, but I remember it.
But yeah,
and that's
but,
all that it has
but my
to be.
nigga, y'all said the mind is a motherfucker. That's on her mind. And what Brad? Who bro with? Put him back up, cause he probably in the streets doing absolutely nothing.
Okay, we're gonna oblige the lady. We're gonna change subject. We're gonna
I
oblige.
was talking
the
about the nigga on the phone. My fault, y'all. I didn't know who he was, but he was talking like he had it going on, and I know he probably somewhere stepdaddy and acting like the kids his. Yeah, I love him,
But what's wrong with that?
it's wrong with it when you act like the other nigga can't come through and have some authority, and you say, "No, this my woman and these my kids," and the kids like, "Nigga, you ain't my daddy." In the back of their mind, because even like Jive brother, he went and seeked his dad. It don't matter how much his dad say I love you and all, he went and seeked him because it was in his heart and his soul. So you'll be a goddamn fool to be saying, "Nah, these my kids, fuck they daddy." You need to tell them, "Look, I ain't your daddy, I love you, and one day you're gonna try to find that nigga, and I'm with your mama, but you gotta make sure your mama did that nigga dirty. That's why I got the fuck."
Oh, that is. You got some growing to do, my guy.
That's the truth.
I don't think that should even be a topic.
Yeah, I don't think that.
That
tell
should
your
not
kids
be
that?
discussed. No, that should not be discussed.
So how would you tell your son how to find a woman out here?
What?
Because he's
How is
gonna have
that?
to shift through this. He's gonna have to. Would you tell your son, hey, would you advise him, if you have no kids, just go make a family with a woman that done had a man and divorced him and got kids? Would you tell him that would be a wise decision?
I wouldn't say that it's a bad decision. I wouldn't say that it's a bad decision, because what did you learn from that? Just because that situation didn't work out, what did she learn from that? I wouldn't say that it's a bad decision. It's not that doesn't make you a terrible woman. I'm not going to tell you to just go seek that.
Why not?
Not just go seek that. I want him to seek whatever makes him happy.
See, that's that bullshit.
Whatever he desires, but look for these characteristics in a woman. Is she going to respect you? Is she going to honor your mindset? How does she treat her children? Because guess what? You don't know. You could find a woman who doesn't have kids, and you could have kids with her, and she'd be a bullshit ass mother.
Can I ask you this?
But if she, you know what? So it's just pros and cons with it. I never tell my son, nah, you can't. Don't you ever get no woman because she got kids already. Let me tell you something. I just think you got growing to do. And your mindset. I've seen a man marry somebody with 4 kids. No biological
He didn't have any kids?
No biological children.
Oh,
at
Lord.
all.
Yeah.
At all. It is about the value of your woman. It is how you view women. It is what you think of women. It is about the respect of women and what you think of yourself and what you know yourself to be as a man. And as a man, this woman can't break me. And I have the capacity to take care of her and whatever else. As long as she has her affairs in order with whoever she has had kids with, that doesn't make her less of a woman. That doesn't make her less valuable because she had a life before me. The same way I don't have kids, but I could have been nutting off, and all these women, they just didn't have none. It wasn't the right time. But let's not say that I'm better than her just because I don't have kids, or there is something in me that I might not even be able to have kids, so I don't have them. But let's not act like I wasn't doing the act to make kids just like she had them. It becomes a level of maturity, and that's all I'm saying. That don't make you less of a man. That don't make you no simp. It don't make you no lame just because you choose a woman and she has that.
If
that
you have
woman
no
by
kids, though.
Right. It doesn't. Because if she buy her business and she handle hers, and even if her kids' father's handling theirs, then it's nothing but peace and love. We supposed to come together. That's unity. That's a beautiful relationship.
Okay, but so here's my thing though, and I have to be terribly pragmatic. We're not where we are in the history because that's happening.
What?
It's not happening.
What's not happening?
Exactly what you're saying.
I just watched it happen.
Yeah.
No, if that happened, she wouldn't have to get another nigga.
We're not at a 70% divorce rate in the black community because that's happening.
We're not talking about creating a pattern though. We're talking about changing it. We have
to deal with where we are in order for the trajectory. Like just like the window thing, right?
But if the mindset is
the windshield, we have to, in order to get your trajectory, you have to have. I gotta know my starting point. We're here now. We're at a point in history where men don't respect women don't respect men, especially in the black community. The world is burning down around us. Capitalism is happening. We're about to have a fascist fucking overlord happening, and we still can't get over who's going to pay half these bills. We still can't get over who's going to be a simp. Still can't get over a pick-me idea. We still can't get over. These are things that are prevalent in our society.
Exactly.
Not because things are working out. You know what I'm saying? And
as long as we keep focusing on what's not working, we feeding it, and that's all I'm saying.
But, okay.
Y'all making sense.
Go ahead, hold on.
Y'all not lying, but as long as we keep focusing on the shit that's not focusing on what's not working, we're gonna keep creating.
Okay, we got some people in the chat. We got some people in the chat. Hold on. Okay. Sadira said you might not think too much about the sex, but you can look at the product of that sex every day via the child. I guess she's getting with your point.
Yeah, I do understand.
Might push him to find a virgin or at least a woman who doesn't have children. I guess she's still with your point. Brishay Curry. Hey, girl. Most relationships are trial and error until you find that one.
You believe that?
Yeah, I think that because we go through different lessons. You know.
Hold on. Let me get it all the way through.
After you done.
The most relationships are trial and error until you find the right one. It doesn't decrease your worth.
Just said that.
To what she's saying, as a person, just because the last relationship didn't work out, it's someone for everyone. We are all just learning and growing.
Right.
Shadira says, not every woman is a terrible woman just because she has children.
But I never said that.
But not every woman with children is some perfect example of what a woman should be.
Right.
While happening to have children by a man or multiple men. Spade said, good point, job. I don't know what I said.
Even if it's one.
And then the last one for right now, Shadira said, because we don't have a set standard being kept and keep pushing destructive behaviors. So that was to the point you're saying. We don't have a uniformed idea of how this is supposed to work. Everybody is saying what you're saying. I just want you to find what you like.
Yeah.
Other cultures go, no.
That's awful.
Other cultures are like, no, you know what you're going to do? This is what's going to happen because we're going to have solidarity in this community. You're going to go find this type of person when they don't do what we do. Oh, when you're 18, go do what you're going to do.
That's what I did.
These Indian cultures, these Asian cultures, even these African mainland cultures go, no. That's exactly not what you're going to do. You're not about to go out here and make 4 and 5 and 7
There's no
different
such
kids,
thing as
or 4 and
stepdads.
5 and 7 different motherfuckers. But we do it.
This
We
some
act like
new
it's the
shit.
default behavior that we. And again, I'm not putting down because I'm part of the situation, right?
Savage.
I'm just saying it's not okay just because I want to participate. You know what I'm saying? I was irresponsible. I did things that don't lead to the solidarity that can make communities.
That's what I was saying at the beginning,
but
though.
Yeah, but I don't feel like but some of your kids come from a marriage, right?
Two of them.
Okay, how was that irresponsible? Because you had the idea that this was going to be.
Because I didn't do the marriage right. We didn't do the marriage right. Because if we did the marriage right, we'd still be married.
But
Now he in the streets talking about
Yes,
we gonna find somebody who we
but
like and be happy
if
with.
I don't want to be too personal with your business, right?
Understood.
But things happen because why?
Job done said all kind of shit on the pod.
We made
You chose a job and what?
No, I mean, we chose. I chose my labor, but at the same point in time, all of that is discretionary. I chose my job. I chose a job that was going to take me overseas. When I went overseas, she chose her behavior. She wasn't.
But that wasn't you being irresponsible.
Right, but I'm not innocent.
Okay. All right. You never said that.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
I tried to slow you down. I'm trying to slow you down. I didn't say I was innocent. I just said what she did. We did the things to end our relationship. Now, whether we came to an agreement, and we did when we got divorced, I kept the kids. We had a conversation about how everything dissolved. She went her way, I went mine. After a while of, there was the healing process was ugly as hell. But when I got there, I was able to have a conversation with her and be honest about, no matter what you did, you didn't deserve what I did. No matter what I did, whatever you know what I'm saying, vice versa, all that other stuff. So that was put to rest, but that does not take away the fact that, and I remember on the day that I got my divorce, I remember walking down the steps out in Liberty County, and the truth was, I failed.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
The first thing that came to my mind was, I was in a failed marriage. I
trial
failed.
and error. And I feel like a lot of men, I think a lot of men look at it as you know what, I failed. God dang it, I failed. But then I think that goes back to the makeup of the mindset, of
you don't think it's a failure?
It is, but at the end of the day, if we couldn't make it work, we couldn't make it work, and that doesn't make you a bad person.
No, but this is what even to see.
Hey, yo, Keenan, I see you in the chat. Melanie Ferguson, I see you in the chat, man. Show love, man. Hit us up, man. Give me some comments, man. If you like what you're hearing, if you don't like what you're hearing, man, say something, man.
And
talk
you
to
know
me.
what? Culture too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they're saying this, but imagine how many of those people are not happy because they was forced to do X, Y, Z.
Oh, no. See, but let me slow down. Do you think marriage is about happiness?
It should definitely be a part of it.
But is that what it is?
It is about commitment. It's about commitment. It's your family. It's about building something with someone and stability and having something, because we got to understand we're up against systems in this world.
Yeah.
So we're up against systems. It's about finding somebody that you can build with. And
so if that's the case, if I know that, because everything
Ken said he agrees that it is a failure.
Yeah, it is though. Even
it is.
Go ahead.
What they say, nothing beat a failure but a try. Y'all tried. It failed.
No.
It failed. It tried. But what you gonna sit there and keep on going down the line with it because it failed?
No, I'm saying
you can't change that. You can't change that.
But why I'm saying that we live in, how I'm telling you can go outside and it's a plethora of chicks.
Yes.
That mean all of them failed. Why is it that failing is so prevalent? So let me go back to the beginning. What I'm saying at the beginning with just my ideas, it's not because I just want the ideas. I looked around and said, holy fuck, this where you live at. This is the kind of people you around. You can be with the chick and not even know she think this shit is about happiness and think that y'all could be going through some trial and error shit and leave you and think it's gonna be sunny.
So wait, we got some stuff in the chat. I wanna interject this with y'all. People won't
people won't be happy all the time, but you should be overall happy
Right.
in a
What
relationship.
the fuck is
so
happy,
wait,
man? I don't know what this shit means,
because
man.
okay, so in a relationship you should
He's
be
talking about what does
you
this
should be
mean?
you should be happy, like you know what happy is, like you should you made a choice,
Right.
like and your happiness should be your climate, not necessarily your weather pattern, right? So there's a difference between climate and weather, right? So in a desert it still rains sometimes, but it's dry most of the time. But that rain is not the climate; it's the weather. It's what can happen.
Jive.
So if you're in a temperate environment, right, and this is gonna sound really corny, but whatever. Sometimes it rains.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's super sunny. Sometimes it's cold outside. Sometimes it's
we have
it hasn't rained in
seasons.
weeks. All that stuff happens. But when you ask me what the climate is, I'll say temperate. When you ask me what the climate is, I might say desert. I might say tundra, whatever the fuck.
Right,
I might
right.
say that because in the range of what that is, I'll go through the range of what's in that zone. So if we're both attempting to find the climate of happiness, there's going to be some sad moments. There's going to be some overjoyed moments. There's going to be some right down the middle, like, we're
Right.
just plugging through and trying to get through some shit. But happiness needs to be the overall goal, because I don't want my child to feel like the relationship they get in, the primary goal of this is just the material obligation.
And
You know
and
something?
business, right?
Hold on, we got. Oh, and I want to go. Hold on. We got people in the chat. We got to pick better. We got to be the better. We not just pick better, but we got to be better people about
To be picked
who
from.
We need
there
to
you
be
go.
more intentional.
Yeah.
Marriage definitely is voluntary. It is no way in hell I'm gonna volunteer to be miserable.
Well, don't fuck then.
No.
That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of people
Lord.
keep saying fuck the marriage, but everybody want to fuck and do shit that can cause things that you should be with a motherfucker for. If you,
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
you
I
get
do
what I'm saying?
too.
I do agree with that.
So let me say, because I was listening to you drive, and I thought of this while you were saying this, and how we talking about happiness and all. Man, my nigga, I ain't tripping on being happy. Man, long as I adhere to in pocketness, I'm cool.
Oh my
You know what
God.
I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying, guys. And let's go back to the beginning, right? Even if my woman was to step out, but she still adhered to the duties of being my wife, I really have no grounds to get rid of her. Now, if this motherfucker is cheating because this is why a woman can't cheat for real. Because it's going to be two dudes' ideology combining. Because I might need my wife to do this, and the other dudes say don't.
But I'm gonna tell you why a man can't cheat either. But I want to get into this point. And Space said good.
Well, if he out of pocket.
Space said good point, Shrimp. I don't know
What
why.
did I say?
I don't know why you did
Everything
that.
is nigga, I'm a motherfucker.
No. Shadira said
gonna learn.
some older
She figuring
marriages
it out. She
some
learning.
older marriages tell you that you won't always be happy or love each other or even like each
No,
other.
they love each other
But
like a
you will
motherfucker.
grow. But you will grow through those moments with each other, and because you're committed, you're committed yourself to each other in marriage.
So how can you grow if it's trial and error?
Folks just want
No.
happily.
You growing through that.
You got to stay with them.
Some folks just want to happily
You're
flip
going
something
through trial
without
and error. You're
consequences.
figuring out what
Too much
works.
sex and not enough commitment and
Right.
building happiness. So here's the thing, right? I get what you're saying, and it's because I'm a man. I get it. The things that I do, I don't do for joy. I don't do it for happiness. I do it because I'm supposed to do it. And we were talking about that last night, right? It doesn't matter when it really matter much how you feel. You know what you got to do. I'm here to do it. How about you? I don't look for as a man, I don't look for the feeling to create the initial energy to get the job done. I get the job done for the feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
And I think women are opposite.
yeah, but that doesn't make how women function wrong. It's just a different ideology, right?
And that's why we need to come to a common
Right.
ground.
Yeah.
And that's why I think listening to each other and how we process stuff is how you actually can get to that point of happiness.
It can't
Yes.
ever happen.
How?
Wait.
You can't say that.
Why?
How?
Because it's been proven not to.
Oh my gosh.
So these other
So
cultures.
just because this stuff is proven, right, you don't have the power to change nothing, right?
No, that's why I'm telling you I got married. That's why I got married and made a conscious decision.
Keenan says trial and error is growth. You do have to stay with them, but it's difference between someone that wants to grow with you and a bad relationship.
Man.
Shadira says marriage is supposed to be trial and error, not know when y'all sick of each other, then it's over. Nah, that's not
It's
how
stay through
long-term
thick and
marriages
thin,
work.
good and bad. You know,
Then why ain't that happening?
Because we are okay.
some
So
people marrying prematurely to the person that was not even really for them. They married for the wrong reason.
ooh, that's a true thing.
What
Some people
Sometimes
marry
you
for
get in that-
status.
Yes,
Some people are trying to prove that they're marriable. Some people are trying to prove that they,
Some people marry because the sex was just good and they ain't want nobody else to have that. You have people
Like you were
have
saying earlier.
realistic people, like real talk. Sometimes when that is not your person and you step and you move prematurely, or however, it's not gonna last. So then, all right, yeah, let me jump up out of this. I made a mistake. Okay, I took this job and I was assuming XYZ, but this ain't it, or this ain't even enough. So let me back up out this job and let me commit to something else.
But at a job, you don't make
I'm gonna
kids with the
grow.
job.
No, it doesn't matter, but you're still making life decisions to support yourself.
But a job and a kid is totally different.
What I'm saying is the commitment is the commitment at the end of the day. And if you can't get out of the kid, but we're still talking about getting in these relationships. We're talking about the marriages that are failed and that you're getting out of. You got in this job because you assumed this, you was told this, you felt this was in the guidelines, but then I got into it and it was something totally different. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? They not keeping their word with this job, so I got to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's other jobs out here. It's better things out here. This one ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes, and again, with marriages too, when we talk about the spiritual things, how when you get under attack, you have those bitter people who see that you in a marriage and my shit failed, so let me see if I can mess this up, because they still holding on. They still holding
That's how
on.
it go out there.
Sometimes people do. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, for real, because you ain't really out
Let's
here
be
like that.
realistic.
Yeah,
People really do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see if he weak enough to fall for that. Oh yeah,
I literally like.
I'm in
let me tell y'all.
pocket. Yeah, I understand he married, but I want to mess this up. Oh, she happy? That's happy?
Well, let me tell you something. That's
however,
when you tell
I've
the
had
bitch,
that
look.
happen before. I've had that happen to me before.
Seriously.
I was in a relationship, and the girl came to me. We was broken up. She came to me. Do you love her? Are you happy? And I was like, yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm really good.
And they get jealous.
And she was so angry, like she made it her purpose to try
to
and
keep
seduce
pushing
me out
up.
of.
Did you jump in her?
No,
Absolutely, you better not.
no.
Job nasty.
I mean, I got 4 kids, so that's a whole different conversation, brother. But
Leave me out of it.
This what I'm saying,
I ain't never
right?
did nothing with what your boy Frank White said. I ain't never did nothing to nobody that didn't have.
Didn't
it coming.
ask for it.
Yeah,
huh?
that's right.
Bitch wanted to be bent over like that, okay? She
You know
asked
what I'm saying?
for
I'm
it.
about Frank White, man, King of New York type shit.
This what I'm saying. This what I'm asking anyway. Because you said I got a concrete ideology, right?
That's what it seems as if. And
Yeah.
I think with more experience and with more time that it'll change. But right now, sometimes you can't.
You mean like
Shadira
age-wise?
said something. Shadira said something. Because we are able to call it quits nowadays, when back in the day it was death do you part, even if you lived in separate rooms or separate houses while still married, which is why you see plenty of separate couples getting back together after separation. And that's not necessarily wrong, because I do remember back in the day, one of my favorite comedians of all time, Hail the King Sinbad, you know what I'm saying? He got divorced. They were divorced. They were married for like 7 or 8 years, divorced for 10, and then got back married or are married to this day.
That's what my uncle
And
is.
because
understand?
sometimes you need to get out and look back in hindsight. When you're in too much, it's too much
Man,
friction.
no.
All jokes aside, some things need a break. Some things you holding on and you headstrong, like you headstrong right now, but you headstrong in certain things.
They went out and got
while you're
smashed.
in it. It doesn't.
That's what happened to my uncle too.
But still, at the end of the day, if that was their person, that was their person.
Man.
That was their person. They needed to take a break from that. Sometimes it's too intense. I need to take a break from it. I keep doing this, I'm going to break it all together. I might break it, I could put it back together, but if I keep on going this hard at it, I'm going to shatter it. Once it's shattered, you ain't putting all them pieces back together.
Well,
So here's my thing, though, and I think you married, you know what
Like
I
a
mean?
motherfucker.
So all this shit is like, all this shit is theoretical for you. You're not
Which
really out
part?
here like that. But for the people
this
who
told
are
guy
out
was
here,
out tricking.
no, you.
Well, I didn't fuck nobody though.
So,
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? I'm learning. This is my new project, my new personal project. I was just talking to a lady named Brie about this. I'm learning how to deconstruct my Frankenstein.
You said that the other day.
Yeah, I did. I'm learning how all these women have informed this fictitious woman that's gonna have all the positive traits of every woman I've ever experienced, and then I meet LaShawn and I make you responsible to all of that shit. And there's no way that motherfucker is. There's too many. You ever type some shit into Google and you make it too specific and they tell you, hey, this is too specific. You're going to have to generalize it a little bit. We may be able to find what you're looking for, but you're not going to find it word for word.
You got to be open to something
else.
So then if I go,
Dr. Frankenstein then. Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what we do in our mind.
And men are logical.
I see women do that all the time. Because if you ask a person what they're looking for, you know what they'll in this coach, you know what they're going to end up doing? They're going to tell you everything they don't want.
I'm telling you,
the first thing, it's just like when you ask a person what it means to be white, they'll just tell you what it means to not be black. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women don't know what they want. They just know what they don't want. And that's the negative Frankenstein.
And I stopped focusing on, it becomes a level of maturity, and you have to really be real with yourself and be accountable with where you chose, where you've been at, the relationships you've been in too. And when you realize what type of mindset led me to that, it takes a lot of self-reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And for myself, what I learned was, dang, when I keep looking at what I don't want, it seems like that's what comes to me because that's what's on my forefront. As you think of, that's all I'm thinking about. I can't even think about what I really want because all I keep thinking about is what I don't want. So then you have to, again, you have to shift and trick your mind sometimes. You have to be intentional.
You have to convince yourself.
Yeah, you have to be
convince
intentional
yourself.
even about what you're thinking about. And that's only what I was saying.
But that's
stop
where
looking at the other stuff because you have to really be intentional about where you are now. Those are the trials and the errors. You had to learn that. You had to look at, okay, well, dang, I did keep attracting the same kind of, it's the same spirit. It's in a different body that y'all coming after me.
You just said exactly what I said.
But so here's the thing, though.
Yes,
because
until you are aware of that. And that's what I'm saying. Until you know what, dang, this is what I was doing. Well, dang, this is why I keep getting the same results. It's because this is what I'm focusing on.
But to Giles' point, it don't take people in other places to 40 to figure that out.
True. Real talk.
So,
Real talk.
So this is what I'm saying. Like how you say, because I'm young, and what I'm saying, what about all the countless guys that's older and say this? In the countries that run things that put this in law, they saying the same thing I'm saying. Why don't they say because they're young, because they're old men who think what I think? The pastor, the Bible thinks this.
Okay, let me get some people in the chat.
Okay.
A lot of us think that we're supposed to be. Briche says a lot of us think that we're supposed to find the person that's everything that we ever wanted. Off rip, and that's not reality.
It's
you have
not.
to build a strong relationship foundation with each other. You have to wake up and choose each other every day through good and bad. Lex, some people just need to grow the fuck up. Kenan, not gonna lie, there's no such thing as a break in a marriage to me.
Yeah, at all.
That 100%. Back then, Briche comes back. Back then, it was about family, creating some concrete, something to be proud of.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you make a family with a chick that got a family, or a guy that has a family?
I mean, it can't happen. Hold on. Reply. Kenan. Shadira replying to Kenan. Exactly. Take yourself to another part of the house and regroup with me later. Like to the idea there's no breaks.
You said that y'all got the same last name.
We do.
Just okay. Me and my sisters got different dads, but all the same names.
That's because you probably got it from your mom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
no, my father did that.
But okay, well I guess it's patriotic shit. It might be different.
It's not patriotic. I mean,
It's just what
it means.
I thought you might throw it in there.
No, it means intentional, right? Like, so my father intended to, like what she was saying, to cover my brother like his son. Like, my father did more for my older brother than he ever did for me. And I'm not saying he never did nothing for me. I'm just saying, like, he treated him like his first son.
You got to do that when it ain't your son.
You know what I'm saying? So, this nigga's so fucking wild.
Shit.
But what I'm saying is that there is honor in it. The problem is in this system, and this is the undercurrent of all of it, nobody trusts anybody.
It's too much of that.
I don't trust her intentions with me. You got me over here taking care, and I've even thought about it, because it's like, what it feels like is you made a biological decision, a carnal decision, with another man, and then you're making your socioeconomic decision with another type of man. And that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Because I was also the guy you looked over. I was also the guy that when you were making those biological choices, it wasn't that you were just making them. You were actually rejecting me to make that decision. But then all of a sudden, when you made that biological decision, then all of a sudden, when that nigga didn't pan out, then all of a sudden, I'm good now. And that sows the seeds of resentment for a lot of men who will say, I'll never be a stepfather. Because that same woman that I went to high school with, that laughed at me, or same woman, when I approached her, she looked at me like, how, you beneath me. All of a sudden, her situation changed in life, and all of a sudden, I'm palatable. No, I'm not impressed by what impresses you anymore.
And you're an anomaly because you got custody of your kids.
Yeah.
But for the most part, in the wild, wild west of Savannah, in these wild streets, most times if a man get with a woman, if they both have kids, when the man get with her, he's a stepdaddy to her kids. She might, in theory, be stepmom, but the kids don't live there. Most times the kids...
Right.
So it's not really a leap of faith or some type of honorable deed for the woman because she didn't really have to put that much on the line.
But most of the times, moms are territorial, you know what I'm saying, with their kids. And if that mom is still that mom and she's active, you got to think how the mom's mindset is. My kids come with me everywhere. With dads, most of the time it's optional.
Well, law did that. It was a time where women didn't have no rights. So if you had a kid with a man and you left him, he cut the kids.
But that shouldn't be right because you had to carry this child. That's law. These are man-made things.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. But here's the problem is because it wasn't right when it was that way. We reversed the vote law, and then all of a sudden, it makes sense now. And so we're not talking about the naturalness of it. We're talking about the privilege that it gives you, and we're trying to make it sound like whatever privilege it infers actually follows some natural order. Because the men at the time that it went that way thought the same thing too. I'm the protector, I'm the provider, the kids will be more secure and safe under this, da-da-da-da-da. Everybody creates. First the privilege comes. First the privilege comes, and then comes the backstory that justifies it.
That's how I feel will make it work.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying we'll make it work. If that's the case, if that's what we thinking, then why can't we be big enough to get past, since we made these kids and we're caring about them being concerned? Why can't we be big enough to get outside of whatever this issue is? Why can't we find resolve for this issue so we don't have to worry about separating that? Because in a sense, we still not thinking about the kids altogether.
The U.S. government
you're
changed
absolutely
it.
right. You're absolutely right.
We're really not thinking about the kids altogether. And I feel like, because there was a point in time where I'd be like, oh no, he wanted to do this, he wanted to do that, then he can get the hell on. But then there was a time where I felt like, okay, yeah, he messed up. But then when I look at the bigger picture of the kids, can we work past this? Can we get over this? You're human. You're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have messed up, but as long as you're not out here doing this intentionally all the time, can we work past it?
Oh, man, now you sounding like me. God damn, that's exactly what I was saying at the beginning, Jive. And she was saying, man, you full of shit, you young. Now, she on mine and then coming through saying, look, I'm going to fuck somebody. I ain't going to make no kids and I'm going to wear
No, I didn't say that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not speaking on that, me stepping out, because like I said, the way I honor my man when I'm with my man, listen, I'm honoring you. 10
toes down.
My head up your ass, bro.
Don't do that.
My head up your ass. Not literally.
Okay, yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
like that.
I'm like, I know that's where I want to be, because I love my kids. You understand? Yeah. And I've already grew up in a house without my father, where I wanted that. I'm a very emotional person.
Did you just hold it? You heard what you just said?
That I grew up without my dad.
But you wanted them emotionally.
Huh? That I wanted my daddy emotional?
Yes.
Me and my daddy got a real good
did you say what I just said?
No. I said I am emotional. So for my kids, I want to have that two-parent for my kids.
Did you not just say you didn't grow up with your father, but you wanted him emotionally?
No, that's not what she said.
What'd you say?
She said, I didn't grow up with my father, and I'm an emotional person. Is what she said.
Right. I'm super emotional. So when I value that a little more now, because it's like, it's cool. But I still had my dad, but I feel like it's certain things,
Did you yearn for him?
No, he was always there.
Damn.
He was always around. So, no, I didn't yearn for him. And when you have to separate, my dad was a little more strict. My mama, she was more cool. So it's kind of like, kids, you want to do what you want to do when you're kids. So I go to daddy. He going to be strict. He going to make me do da. But mama house, I can get away with a little more. I got my siblings and things like that. So no.
How many siblings you got?
8.
Damn. From just your mom?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes, I have 8 siblings from
Where
my
you
mother.
grew up at?
So on the south side.
Savannah?
Yeah.
How many rooms y'all had? 8 kids in one room, struggling like a
Absolutely
motherfucker.
not.
Yeah, that's the up and down.
Absolutely
That's why
not.
they got to stick. No,
We had a 4-bedroom house and we had 2 little apartments in the back.
For real?
And we had my mama did her thing, and my mama was
Wasn't no dude over there?
My mom, we had a stepfather. My stepfather was but and that's why
So,
I say
talking about with
I
some of the
believe
kids
in
by him?
blended. Yeah,
Oh, well, that's why you believe in it then.
yeah. Some of them, not at first though. No,
You didn't believe in it at first?
no, not at first. The
No,
kids
when they got
wasn't-
together,
they didn't have.
That's
kids
not my
together.
daddy. Oh, no. Oh,
They
I'm
didn't
saying,
have
but
kids together when they first, but then down the line, yeah.
did he have kids?
Yes.
Where his kids? They live in the house with y'all?
No, but they came over.
See what
a
I'm
lot.
saying, Jive? See how I go? It's easy to say, I love my Do you love your stepmama?
I don't have a stepmama.
Was your dad never remarried?
No,
Damn. Is he alive?
absolutely.
Is he fucking?
He's a workaholic. I don't know what that man doing. That ain't my
Man,
business. That's not my business. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and just how we talk about daddy shit and
Style, son.
how you, check this out, 'cause I just thought about something. When I was a kid, I met my father, right? I had my granddaddy's last name. I didn't even know my dad. Once I found out who he was, when I went to school, I wrote his last name on my paper. Nobody told me to do that shit. It just was a yearning for my father.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it is something in everybody's spirit that connects them to their parents. And the shit that we doing right now, how you say, just trial and error and figuring it out and be happy, I don't think nobody give a fuck about the kids. I think everybody lying because the proof is in the pudding.
No, you shouldn't. He's talking about nobody don't care about the kids.
No, I mean I see where he's going, like
I do.
because it's like if you really gave a fuck about these kids, if we did, like the way these other people create, like just like he was saying earlier, they create laws to prevent shit like what we're doing in other cultures.
The law,
There ain't no, we was just 18 and no, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all made a decision. That's what it is now. And these people are locked in. And you see their marriages grow as a mutual respect for each other and their shared responsibility.
And you can't go
We
in the
still
streets
don't-
and
well, we
find a
don't-
40-year-old.
We don't know what everybody's still doing behind the scenes.
You can
though.
do that too, but
We still don't know. We just know what we're seeing up front. Yes, we get to understand it, but we ain't really living over there.
But that's the whole thing. Like, so you add conjecture in it, so you don't have to deal with the fact. Like, the point of the matter is, they exercise more community solidarity. They exercise children who achieve better in school. They exercise people who have higher, literacy rates, higher college, less
family values.
All those things. And we go, well, they might not really be. And then we make up that thing. That thing you just did, that's made up.
They ain't
That's
tripping
not-
about happiness.
We don't know that. We
They
don't
ain't
know.
tripping about
I
we don't know what one way.
we don't know.
We don't know one way or the other, but what we do know, what we can bear out is that these communities create more solidarity. They have their money circulates in their community more. Their children have higher literacy rates, higher graduation rates. We are looking at the proof, just like what James Baldwin would say. I don't have to know what the white man feels about me. I know the schools he puts me in. I know the prisons he puts me in. I don't have to know your feelings. I can watch the proof with the material conditions that you create. So I don't have to know what the Patels think about their women or the Patel women think about their men, but I know the community they create in our community. And it has more solidarity than the community that surrounds them. So there's something going on that we're not doing, that it's obvious to everybody else but us, because we want to exercise, at the end of the day,
Got free will.
this veto power that everybody can be canceled and erased and replaced, and then nobody else is doing this. We are one of the most rambunctious, childish cultures around here because we refuse to grow the fuck up, which is why he could say there's all these women and men out here in their 40s doing the same shit that their kids are doing in their 20s, because nobody wants to grow up, nobody wants to grow old. Everybody has this imagination that they're just one decision away from the person who's going to get them,
And
the
now
person
it's
who's
a
going to make it all
savage
make sense.
walking down River Street.
You may have walked past that person. You may have divorced that person. You may have, you know what I'm saying?
Only thing I have to say to that is, we can't help the region we were born in. We can't help that we were born here. We was not born in Africa. We was not born in.
Oh,
We
no,
not
but-
Indians. We can't help that.
But no, right here in
Can
this
we
country,
follow it? I mean,
do you think that laws have anything to do with relationships in this country?
yeah.
Okay, so Keenan said something that was kind of weird, and I want you to, Keenan, it would be dope if you expound a little bit. Not gonna lie, I did feel something was off, and to the point where you're talking about the yearning for your father. Not gonna lie, I did feel something was off when I was a little in my family. I later found out that my daddy wasn't my bio, so I do believe you feel that jive.
You gotta go.
No, she's doing.
Stop it.
Oh, that's supposed to do it. Didn't I do it? There you go. There you go.
Did it turn red?
Every time I move
Stop
my
putting it in
hand.
front of your face. Put it beside you.
Damn, I'd be fucking up too.
Beside you,
keeps
just
coming
beside you.
on.
There-
Yeah, I ain't got all night
There you go.
either. I gotta goddamn put a bed up. Yeah, I'm.
We out of here? You out of here? Oh no, okay. So anyway, so the point, now I was.
You got that many comments, nigga?
It is. I mean, yeah. We kind of went.
They in there acting a fool.
So
I'm out. I'm out here. Fuck it. You know I'm at the podcast.
if you guys are in the chat and you heard some stuff that you liked or didn't like, or I said something wild, because I do be saying wild shit. And this nigga right here be saying wild shit.
Do I?
Yeah, you be saying wild.
But
Come on,
this,
man.
but this what
You
I'm.
gotta know.
But no, the wild shit has to be said though.
So own it. Like, don't be like, did I say something wild? Yes.
But
you
nigga, I'm saying, but the wild shit, it really ain't that wild, my nigga. From what's happening.
I mean, the reality is wild as fuck too, for sure.
But nigga, I'm just stating things that's happening, and like I said, I've never cheated. But nigga, according to what I'm seeing
right.
and hearing, something had to go wrong with these people that I'm around. So I might be bombastic about it, or like, gibbly and just, or hyperbole. But my nigga, this is the shit that's going on. It's really anarchy in these streets. None of this shit makes sense. I don't think it would ever make sense ever for black folks in America. I think all our families is gonna always be destroyed. So the only thing.
But I think what happened was, if you look at the way capitalism does things, right?
Yeah.
Capitalism, especially when you're talking about governments, they go in and they find whatever institutions there are, and they send in people to dismantle them so they can create an industry where the institution stood. You feel what I'm saying? So,
You might not have to expound too much, but you say, what
Like
you mean where the institution stood?
let me give you one. I'll just like they are currently trying to dismantle the education system
Yeah.
because they want to privatize schooling and turn that into a business model, right?
Yeah.
Because what does the institution of schooling get? They already did it with the healthcare system, right? They privatize healthcare. Taxes, a lot of your taxes go to healthcare, right? And what you don't know is that healthcare still funds the hospital. But what the privatized system did was it took the money that the government gives it to run the hospital and then said, okay, this is what it's going to take, and then charged you a premium to access it. Before that wasn't the case. You just went to a hospital. Like when you go to other countries, the taxes pay the hospital just serves you because your money is already paying them. But capitalism is all about, the profit model.
And seeing everybody at
So then what I'm saying is what happened was for our community, we were deregulated into dysfunction, so then that those capitalist entities could come in and service us. So, you know, our families were deregulated into, you know, to the point where, you know, you get your milk from here, you get your food from here, you get your housing from here, you get your daycare from here. That was all intra-community stuff before we were deregulated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, you know, we don't have the extended family model where the grandmas and the aunties watch the kids while this, that, and the third. We don't have that.
Everybody
got to get paid.
And that's
Something
okay.
infiltrated us because we had the extended family model was the institution. We were all connected, which is why women in the past felt protected by men, because there was a community of men that were connected to men.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I said this before, if you go down, you could go down any street, and what do you see in every street? You see poles, and the poles have high electrical volts going through all those wires at all times. You don't even think about it. Why? Because they're connected, and you feel safe. And every house is lit, and every house is secure because that electricity goes in and comes out and does all the things. You don't even have to think about it. But if that wire loses a connection, you don't even go down that street.
Okay.
Because you're paralyzed with fear of what happens. That's what happens when black men are disconnected from families. They roam those streets, and you're terrified to go down those motherfuckers because they're not connected to nothing.
He might do some shit.
You know what I'm saying? So these young men are live wires.
Yeah.
Because they're not connected, because we never taught them connection. And then now the rush for a woman is to be able to hold the wire and not get fucking electrocuted. And now look at me, look what kind of woman I am. I can hold the wire and I ain't gonna get electrocuted like the rest of you bitches. When really it's just a matter of motherfucking time.
And you know,
But you won't connect it to nothing. You still want to be able to hold it
and get electrocuted.
Apparently, I mean, and at the end of the day, that's what happens.
Well, that's happiness, nigga. A short surge of orgasm. Okay, but check, John, because exactly what you said, and this is why the conversation we having is important. Like how you say black men is, because nigga, every time I come here, like it's just ideas that we share. So, you know, you help me, I help you, and we talk and figure this shit out. And the connection part, just how you say we had rooted in community, and this shit is so fucked up right now. It's just like a live wire. That's how come, because I'm a part of that. I grew up in this shit, so I'm learning as I go. So that's why I think the least I can do is be 100% honest with my woman. It's to at least say, baby, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm figuring it out as I go. But I do know that us being together at the basis is that. Because, nigga, I was more stumped down saying, man supposed to have more than one woman. I don't really think like that no more. I don't think a man supposed to just cheat on this woman frivolously. And I never done it. I think you supposed to have something solid. But, nigga, it's some ideas that I'm still knowing that. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get that. I mean, if you're, as long as you're honest.
Yeah,
but I don't think that.
Yeah, like she said earlier, you're growing up and you're getting it.
Can I ask you, this is what I meant to ask you too, right? Yeah. Before you left. I said two. Because if you was talking about like marriage is happiness and all this, do you, because I think marriage is like two people, however you, people getting together for a greater good and giving their all to that. But I think it's family. So I think that means man and woman. Do you believe in gay marriage?
This nigga's...
Because this is what I'm saying. Because if you believe in that, then the traditional marriage that the people think, then you can't adhere to that.
I don't. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little open with that because I feel like that's just what people are doing.
Which part?
That's what they
gay
gonna
shit.
do. That's what they going. I can't change that. You understand?
Yeah.
And if that's just the desire in them that they desire, I feel like this. You have to answer to whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
Do I stand for it? If I was a pastor or however like that, would I marry them? I don't.
But you get married legally.
Yeah.
They
so
can
hold
get
on, we
married
got some more
legally.
in comment. I think this is going to help you
And
out
if
because
they
we're about to close out in a
they gonna
second.
be happy.
So check this out. Appreciate Curry says, because we are all going off our own versions of love and family morals and values,
That
we
too.
think it should be and what we think it should mean. It should be the same definition across the board.
Yeah.
That way, as a collective, we can be stronger and on one accord. I think that's 100%.
I like her. Where's she from?
I think she's from Florida. We had Keena says yes, we have to reestablish the black community that has been broken down for 60 years. Technically, you can have something solid with multiple people. I disagree. Replying to Risha, yes, we have.
Well,
to
because you're
get
gonna be
away
lying
from-
though.
Here's the thing. This is why, and we're gonna close off this.
We should.
This is why it's bullshit because these men that be talking about multiple women and they always talk about the past and whatever. Let me tell you something. You're not doing what they did in the past to justify having multiple women.
Most definitely.
You're not merging tribes. You're not staving off wars. You're not you're not doing any of those things.
A
This
nigga
is
not the chief or
Yeah,
nothing.
you're not none of those things. You some nigga from the West Side. No.
Walking
You
somewhere.
don't get you just want to fuck more than one woman, and you're trying to. And then 99.9% of human history is one woman, one man.
I agree with that
And you know
too,
what I'm
though.
saying? We keep looking at the aristocracy of 40,000 fucking years ago and going, look what King blah 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 got to do. Nigga, you're a mechanic.
But the average
Shut
man
the
today,
fuck up.
but the average man today still live like he's still not, bruh. The average guy not really. He don't have a lot of nigga. I ain't got a lot of options. Let me tell you something. If you catch me somewhere creeping,
That
bitch
is
gonna be built funny.
wait, because Keenan is wrong. That is the absolute and the only reason it ever happened, and that is historical anthropological fact.
Man, grab
you don't get
Keenan
to make
through the
that up because
screen,
it
nigga.
suits your narrative. That's fact. I'm not even gonna deal with that. We're about to get out of here.
All right, yeah, I forgot your name.
Yo,
LaShawn.
Nice talking to you, LaShawn.
hey, yo, man, it's been a dope one. Keenan, come in here and argue me then.
Nah,
if you feel
fuck
the way you feel.
Keenan, he supposed to be doing
Y'all
comedy.
get about yourself.
Nah, Keenan supposed to be doing comedy, bro.
Let's go. Keenan, he said I can show you
Thanks
facts.
for
You gonna come up
tuning
here next time and
in,
don't duck me next time. Cause you was you gonna make it this time. That's what you get.
Hey, Keenan was
Now
talking
I get
about
the-
words
now I
ain't
get the-
words.
Right, now I
Yeah.
get the last word, Keenan, and that's what happens
Thanks
when you
for
don't show up.
watching.
See, words is a conglomerate of
Hey,
verbs
yo.
and nouns and shit, man. It ain't real words. It's a pronunciation.
Hey, yo, like, share, subscribe. You want to put the dope kids to do it, man. It has been a dope one again, yo. We are on a hell of a run. Click with the podcast in the motherfucking building. Thank you, LaShawn in the building. Thank you, my boy
Yeah.
Shrimp in the motherfucking building.
I think LaShawn got some real game today.
Oh yeah, she a pimp.
Yeah.
It's
She
your
got
boy
some
John
of this
Niggas, man. We
right
out of here like last year. Peace.
Yeah. You learned something today? Yeah.